crypto bros get really excited about it. They had a taste of the good stuff, and then they're trying to sell everybody else on how fucking amazing and cool it is.
When it comes to carrying your own weight, we like using being a middle or middling. These qualities, in our opinion, will give you a very good shot at playing middle. At dinner parties specifically. So if there's like a dining room setting, a bunch of people have to sit down. If you qualify for these qualities, you can sit in the middle and you'll be able to be the glue.
Middle. Yeah. Dinesh D'Souza at a table with Lil Nas X, Dolly Parton, Cardi B.
There you go.
Don't you think that somebody could teach that man a thing or two about pillows?
Is this episode called Dinner Party Disaster?
Yes, it is.
Wow. All right.
Dinner Party Disaster. You'll see why it's called that later on. I'm gonna hit him with the theme song, baby.
I'll take me a toke. It's the height of time.
Oh yeah.
Reality is a joke.
Today, for whatever reason, the Twitch is far behind the actual stream. I'm not sure why.
Interesting.
Hold on. Is this episode called Dinner Party Disaster?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, it seems like the audio is fine.
Seems
Just
like
wanted
it's
to check
fine.
in.
Just a little bit slower behind. It's all right. I'll be gentle. I'll be soft. I'll make sure to go through the article slowly and give you time to catch up with where we're at.
What article are you speaking of?
How crypto disappeared into thin air.
Creepo?
Creepo.
Is that what we're calling crypto now?
Yeah,
Creepo?
creepo.
You want to start with that Atlantic article?
Yes. When a currency's value is based on belief alone, it's liable to evaporate.
Was that a reading of the headline?
Yes. You know, it's like when you you're doing a book report and you've never read the book, right? So you just you're like, here's my book report on the how crypto disappeared into the air by this person. And here's the first line. And you're about to bullshit your whole way through the report. Because I haven't read this article, so
I've read the article. So I could share some thoughts with you if you'd like.
I would love to.
You would love to hear my thoughts?
I would love to. I would love the thought you're here.
Okay. So apparently $1.5 trillion in crypto value has been erased since November.
Wow.
1.5 trillion.
It's like
that's insane.
It's like when you're working with made up magical numbers, you're going to have weird made up magical numbers because none of it's real. It's all based on.
None of it has intrinsic value.
No, there's no value to it. It's just the idea.
It's just a construct. It's just imagination.
Yeah.
So Bitcoin and Ethereum are 60% down from their peak. Terra and Luna, which I've never even heard of before I read this article, were once valued together at 60 billion, now worthless. So one would assume it's because of inflation and rising interest rates, but it's really because of what we've already been talking about. It all has to do with people's faith. It's all about people's faith.
It's a cult. So crypto is the whole time that everybody's been raving about crypto, And I know some people that have done really well off of it, and which is amazing. But to me, it still seems kind of like the lottery, and they seem culty when they, especially if they've had
Well,
like if they've
it's the most like a multi-level marketing scheme or like a pyramid scheme,
yeah. I feel
right?
like crypto bros get really excited about it. They had a taste of the good stuff, and then they're trying to sell everybody else on how fucking amazing and cool it is. But it just comes off like desperate, where they're like, "It's so great, man. Let me fucking talk to you about crypto." Like
Have Have you ever watched like a Bitcoin? I guess it would be like not a seminar, but like a gathering, let's say. And then there's a leader of this gathering, and he's like, "Why don't you look it up?
the
Look it up on
Bitcoin, a
YouTube."
Bitcoin brother, the
Yeah, like
Bitcoin
a
brother.
Bitcoin, some sort of celebration, like all of the highest earners winning shit. I gotta pee.
Bitcoin awards,
I believe in you.
crypto awards, People's Choice, Best of the Best. Persons, crypto award, People's Choice, Best Crypto Persona. Is this what we're talking about? I'm like, I guess I hope this is what we're talking about. CEO in blockchain and crypto, women in blockchain and crypto speakers, crypto investors. I'm in deep. Okay. Hmm.
Hello.
Shmoo.
What'd you find?
I found crypto awards. What am I looking for? There's crypto people, like crypto summits.
Yeah.
Like I'm just
Like, okay, picture like, look at me, look at my success story. I made $25 million from crypto, and you can too. You know,
LA Blockchain Summit, LA Convention, Bloomberg Crypto
you feel what I'm
Summit.
putting down? Like an
Yeah, yeah,
MLM
yeah.
cult gathering.
Online attendees, speakers, so many, tens of thousands. Everybody's doing very well. It's very successful.
Yeah, yeah, give me that. Give me that.
New era of blockchain technology. Learn from the best. View the speakers. Focus on investors. 20 weeks, 3 days, 4 hours, 16 minutes, and about 30 seconds until the LA Blockchain Summit. And it looks like it's going to be very exciting.
This is a thing that's happening in the future.
Yeah, in LA. It's a blockchain
What
summit.
what are
Learn
they
from the
what are they
best. Get it
what are they
straight from the most successful entrepreneurs and investors in this space and ask your questions during the Q&A sessions. LA Blockchain Summit attracts the cream of the crop of crypto. Also, can we say that 3 times fast? Cream of the crop of the crypto. Cream of the crop of crypto. I like it.
I like that you like it.
Wow, thank you. That's so supportive. Thank you. I hear you and I see you.
I doubt that because I'm wearing sunglasses.
I know you look like the cool guy who is like smoking too much weed and is like trying to be like hide it, but
Yeah,
or like the poker guy.
I'm the poker guy.
Poker guy.
I'm the online poker
Online
guy
poker guy.
who is jib jabbing about crypto,
Oh my,
and I ought to not be,
yeah.
frankly speaking.
You're just jabbing some girl's ear off about it, and she's like desperately trying to like find a way out of the conversation.
Are you unable to find a video clip? Producer buttons?
No,
Is
I was just searching things. We're doing a video clip. I see.
you're gonna have to learn how to talk and search at once.
Yeah, it's very difficult. I don't like doing it.
You don't like I know a lot of people like that where like they're really chatty, but when they chat, they stop doing the thing that we were working on. Then it's like, okay, we can continue this conversation, but also like do the thing.
Yeah, no, it's really hard for me to multitask like that while smoking weed. I'm just like, absolutely not, man. I'm smoking the weed. I'm chilling.
Are you looking forward to when I become producer again and you are the
Oh
co-host?
fuck yeah! Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you fuck yeah.
Because you're like
Fuck yeah.
you're the chatty Kathy, and
Yeah.
I can think and do the
Yeah,
technical stuff at once.
literally look at it's hilarious for anybody that's watching the stream. I've literally had YouTube up, and the only thing I have typed in the fucking search bar is blockchain
Oh my god!
because
Buttons.
it's distracting. I can't do both. It's like patting the head and rubbing
Yeah,
the
but
belly.
we're
Like
this
I
is
can't. I
but
can't
that's
do
how
it.
you do a show, right?
Yeah, I mean, but it's hard. You gotta be patient, or you gotta help me with the search of what I'm typing in. So we're keeping it focused for me.
Okay. Do you feel like at this point I have not given you enough keywords or search terms for this at this juncture?
Blockchain summit.
Sure. Bitcoin, but whatever.
Listeners skyrocketed nearly 80%.
Ah, Shep. Stream
We
will begin
can't see your
soon. I don't
YouTube
want to.
screen. Remember, you have to switch it over.
It is on the YouTube screen.
Oh, is that? Oh, sorry. It's because it's
Yeah.
so behind today. It's actually kind of frozen on. It looks frozen.
Nothing started yet. I have to
Oh, there we go. I
get it
just
into this
restarted.
intro.
Bitcoin, bring us back to the Bitcoin chain because
Yes.
Wow, why is
really
this like
other
ESPN?
cryptocurrencies that they are getting adoption there, right? I
Yeah.
think I walked into a shop to do a transaction and someone asked me if I wanted my stablecoin on Ethereum or Tron, right? Like they do know they want this
Wow.
safety from volatility.
Wow. I'm like 2 seconds into it. I'm already so bored, and
Wow.
I'm like, what?
Wow.
Wow.
But wait a minute. This isn't a seminar. This is an interview.
It's a Bitcoin conference. I'm popping around.
Okay. I still don't see anything on my side. I still see the Atlantic article, which concerns me how behind I am in my viewing. Like, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to see anything if that's the case.
Huh.
So we might be better off doing a chart because yeah, like even when I refresh the stream, it's still on.
What are you
on the
viewing it on?
Twitch
But what device? Your phone?
laptop,
Huh.
and in the bottom left, it's an Atlantic article,
Odd.
the crypto article. You're telling me that on your side in Twitch beta, studio beta, alpha beta male, that in the bottom left is YouTube?
Yeah. Yes. I'm not that, but I'm not just because it's hard for me. It takes me a long time to type. I do know how to kind of produce the show a little bit. Yes,
Yeah.
that is what is in the corner.
Well, I
online.
believe you. So you know what? Screw that. And
Screw
let's just
it.
keep on it. Because
Bitcoin plummeted.
we know all this. I think we said all we need to about that. We can move on. Yeah, let's get into a discussion about
A discussion about discussing.
a discussion about social etiquette, social skills, how to be enjoyable to other people upon meeting them for the first time, how to not be a fuck in social situations.
How to
There's
how to
many
not be
different
a
ways you
total
can-
fuck in social
right?
situations.
There's many ways you can read that.
Yeah, I mean, well, so it stems from like the dry and the dull and the boring, right? To people that are like self-absorbed and annoying, right? That's the range of bad convos, right?
You're saying on one extreme is self-absorbed, and then on the other extreme is bad?
Just dry and dull.
Dry and dull. Sorry. Okay, got it. Um,
Oh no, it seems like your feed is freezing up now.
yeah, there's a lot of like freezing and catching up from the Zoom, I'm noticing.
Yeah, I'm like, it came back now, but we'll see.
All right. Yeah. Okay, so you're saying the light version of this, in other words, the light version of this is someone is dry and boring.
Yeah, there's just some people that are. It doesn't even have to be a spectrum, right? I'm just saying in general, the types of conversation that I find bad, right? It's bad small talk,
Yeah.
and then people that are self-absorbed and are not reading the room.
Yeah, right. Not reading the room, not being able to socially adapt, not being able to pick up on signals from the situation, the people around you, and like the topic or like the subjects that people are leaning towards or tending to discuss more than others, and figuring out how to include yourself in something that's productive, or rather like being productive in a social situation instead of being, well,
Carrying your own weight.
yeah. So when it comes to carrying your own weight, we like using being a middle or middling.
Yes.
Is that what you want to call it? Middling?
Well, I'm taking it obviously from Larry
From
David
Curb.
from
Yeah,
Curb.
from Curb, yeah. So the question is, these qualities, in our opinion, will give you a very good shot at playing middle at dinner parties specifically. So if there's like a dining room setting, a bunch of people have to sit down. If you qualify for these qualities, you can sit in the middle and you'll be able to be the
Effectively
glue.
middle. Yeah.
You'll be able to like pull everything together and make sure it's like a fun evening for everyone. Right?
Yeah. Effective middling.
Effective
And
middling.
what not to do in a
Well,
conversation.
okay, no, let's start with here. Like I said, these are the qualities.
Yeah.
If you have these qualities, you will be an effective middleman or woman or middle non-binary
Middle person.
or middle alien or middle puggy or middle child.
Well, I don't think, puggies would have to learn how to talk. Children would have to, are they like,
You're right. This doesn't apply to
yeah.
dogs or cats. You're right. Okay. You are charming, witty, and quick. That's one.
Love that.
You're going to have to be able to tell jokes or at least respond to someone else's quip or joke quickly and efficiently. Don't take up too much time. Got that, baby buttons?
Yeah, that's why I'm not actually the best middle. I'm not a bad person to middle.
No,
but,
you're not bad.
But
You're
you
not
have
bad.
to make sure that I have not had any wine at dinner.
Okay, if you need like a button attached to you, so every time you start like talking over people or interrupting or talking too much, you need like a bzzz, bzzz. And
Are
then
you
you'll-
suggesting a shock collar?
Not a collar.
Okay,
like
just a button.
a sensor.
A button for the button.
I or anyone else pushes the button and then it activates a sensor on your body that shocks you just a little bit, not too much or anything. Not a crazy amount.
Oh, who do you think should be running this button that controls the button?
I don't know yet, but I think like
Would you?
maybe a couple weeks of that and you're like a perfect middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like if you could have that as a power, as a magical power, just where you could zap a button? Would you go wild with that medium amount of power?
I I don't want to hurt you.
Thank you.
And obviously you have to be consenting to it. If you're like, Shamu, I want you to do this. This is gonna help with my social skills. I wanna like be just as present, but say 20% less. Can you help me with this? Can you be the button man? I'd
We
be like,
love that.
absolutely.
We love consent. We love consent-based practice.
Yeah.
We love that.
So that's one. Charming, witty, quick. Right? Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. Two, you bring up topics that everyone at the table can feel included in. I don't like it when people start a conversation that only 4 out of 7 of the people will understand. That's bad middle. You can do that if you're on the side with your side friend, little side conversation.
Yeah.
You can't pull that shit in the middle, man.
No, it's isolating. You're alienating half of the. It has to be
Like,
appropriate
hey,
for the whole
everyone,
table.
what does everyone think about whatever Joe Manchin being a shithead? Choose the topic.
Uh-huh.
By the way, Joe Manchin, shithead.
Don't know who Joe Manchin is.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That I was going to say something completely different, but the fact that you don't know who Joe Manchin is really says something about like I don't want to in any way say that you don't have good political not proficiency, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know what word are you looking for?
It's like on the tip of my brain. It's not fluency, it's not literacy, political
Knowledge,
no, it's
awareness.
awareness. Maybe it's literacy. Joe Manchin's the reason why Build Back Better didn't get passed.
Yeah, I'm not versed in politics at all. And in politicians, no, I don't know any of them.
Yeah. Like in terms of
Do
I
not
just wanted to
care.
make it clear that this is no commentary on like your ability to analyze political theory or content or thought or philosophy. It's just that it's interesting to me that you just don't know about really powerful senators that are making like world-changing decisions, and you don't have to, by the way.
Yeah.
But it really does speak to I guess where we're at as a country, because I think a lot of people like you don't really care about who the fuck Joe Manchin is or
No. I mean,
Kristen-
everybody's very disillusioned. It doesn't really have
Yeah.
any.
yeah
Because also voting one way or another doesn't really tend to have a lot of like. People are like, vote blue, vote this, and it doesn't really matter. Things still get pushed back, overturned. The interest, that's the two-party like political system just doesn't make sense to a lot of people anymore. It's not a lot of like value put into it, right?
yeah
So there's not a lot of people that I think are putting forth the effort to know who Joe Manchin is, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's just a bag of crap, really, at the end of the day, anyway.
Yeah. See, I mean,
Not-
that's
Not necessarily as like a soul, right? I don't like just dismissing people outright. I think he's a bag of crap in terms of what he does with regards to policy and with regards to his power. I think he's a bag of crap, but I don't know him as a person. I don't know him personally. I'm sure he's a lovely guy, but I don't think I think he's doing this country a great disservice. And when I say this country, I mean United States, because I am currently in Canada, and I'm not referring to Canadian politics in the slightest. I don't know anything about my own country's politics. That's how boring Canadian politics are.
very interesting.
Yeah.
You want to watch this video on breaking the habit of small talk?
Yeah, I just won't be able to watch it. But also,
Ooh. Oh. Yeah, because all the videos you can't really watch alongside now, huh?
But you're skipping ahead. We haven't gone through Can You Middle all the way. Are you aware of this?
No. Sorry.
Yeah,
I just had the next video ready to go.
I like that. I like that you're keen. I'm also looking up a term that like it's driving me nuts.
What term are we looking up? What term is it?
Okay. Screw that. Yeah, I think it's also important to speak clearly, loud enough, and I already mentioned not hogging the conversation. I think if you're in a group of like 6+ people, keep it to 30 seconds max. Don't go above 30 seconds. Can't hog airtime.
Yeah. So that's 3.
Unless, of course, you're telling a story and you've been given full consent by everyone to hog the airtime.
Yeah. If it's a good story. But who's to say what one person may think is a good story
Yeah.
may not actually be suitable for the group. So.
Well, it's important to not launch right into a story. You have to bring something up in a way like, hey, have I told y'all about so and so? And then if they're like, no, tell us. If there's like, you know,
If there's a demand for the story.
yeah, if there's demand and affirmative consent and like a desire to hear a short story, a middle length story, a long story, depending on, you also want to say, like, should I tell the Cliff Notes version? Do you want all the details? It's always nice to ask for like, what would suit you?
Uh-huh.
Because you're the one being entertained, right?
Right.
Do you want the shortcut? Do you want the long cut? And I think people have a tendency sometimes, people who are socially unaware, to just ramble on and on and on. And the worst is when they're rambling on about things that are boring.
Yes. But I think that there's sometimes so I'm guilty. I'm a rambler. Lord, I was born a rambling man.
We've all been guilty. Everyone has been guilty of doing some sort of social faux pas at some point. It's unavoidable unless you have like perfect emotional intelligence and high social intelligence, I guess. Is there a term for that? SQ?
SQ.
Should we make it up?
I like it. Yeah, I mean, obviously we're all guilty of it, but some of us are more guilty than others, for sure. But sometimes I think a good ramble, if you're funny, like I don't mind going down, like taking the whole journey with somebody if they're if they're a good storyteller, right?
Yeah. Totes my goats. Totes.
Are we missing any qualities for the middle?
I think we basically got it. So why don't we talk about what makes good small talk? Number 1, ask a question that has the right blend of broad and general with 1 or 2 or maybe even more, but just stick with one specific element of that topic. So bonus points for asking something so granular and niche that it makes you appear more memorable to them in their minds, right? Mm-hmm. So that a year or 2 later, they're like, huh, that was a really interesting conversation. Like I find if people ask good questions, it makes you more memorable in the long run to that person. because we have so many mundane conversations, we just immediately delete that person, we erase them. But I'll never forget that person in the clothing store on what was it, Melrose, where I got like the pink visory goggle boys, and
The gold pants.
yeah, like I'm never gonna forget that clerk, regardless of if the clerk was too pushy or annoying,
Memorable.
which they were, but totally memorable. So here's an example of that. Here's an example of a question
Okay.
that would qualify as having the right blend of broad in general with one specific element that you pinpoint. How does the BBQ in Southern Texas compare to the BBQ in Kansas City? So that's small talk, but you're talking, instead of saying, how's the food in LA, you're saying you chose one specific type of cooking style, approach, taste, flavor, profile, etc., barbecue. And you're saying, how does it, oh, you've been to both these places, you've lived in both, blah, blah, blah. How do they compare? Because then they could tell you this one time they went to this barbecue restaurant and the line was really long, but by the time they got up and they got their treats and meats and eats, they were happy, and then they met the love of their life and blah, blah, blah. And then that leads to that conversation. And then all of a sudden, you're best friends.
Bad questions.
I'm still on good small talk.
Yeah.
You-
I just
You
want
have-
I just want a comparison back and forth.
um,
Being
well,
like, how's LA?
well,
Is a
yeah,
bad
that would be
question.
that's
Too-
a bad
too
question.
broad.
Yeah, yeah, it's too broad, and there's not a specific thing in there. You need one thing to pinpoint.
Pinpoint.
Yeah. Within a broad context, so it gives the person enough room to like think about the topic at large, on a macro level, and then go more granular from there, I think. Because it makes it easier for people to go it makes it easier for people to go down different tangents of interest. Like I was describing with you meet at the barbecue and then that leads to blah blah. Okay.
Yeah.
So another good small talk approach is, why don't you tell me about an interesting project you're working on that is within like my field of interest or our shared interest field. So it's like, oh, you like cars? I like cars too. What do you think of the new Ford E350 XLT 15 passenger? Oh, well, after 2018, blah, blah, blah. So like, do you see what I'm saying? That's like good small talk. So I watched a TED talk about small talk. And these are the thoughts I came away with from that video. You can play it muted in the background if you want, just so people can see where to find it. So he was saying that questions such as, how do you like the weather in LA? It feels too scripted, and it creates a feeling of predictable superficiality. I thought that term really stood out. Predictable superficiality. He's right about that.
Yeah.
Apparently he went to some sort of conversation gala where he was meeting strangers for like 2 to 3 straight days to train them on how to do, well, really how to expedite to medium talk. How to engage strangers. Oh yeah, there were certain questions that were off limits that you weren't allowed to ask. And he makes this point that deeper conversations help us find more meaning and importance in our lives, and I think that's true.
Yeah. I agree. It's better to have deeper conversations with strangers than it is to just like, how's the weather? It's kind of a waste of everybody's time
Yeah.
because it doesn't get
And
anywhere. It doesn't do anything for anybody.
yeah, one single encounter with someone can like change your life forever, which is why it's so important to ask the right questions, and why I believe, this is just my own opinion, why I think it's why being boring is so detrimental to both you and the person who has to experience your boringness,
Yeah.
because uh the person is robbing both of you of the experience of potentially changing each other's lives, or one person changing the other person's life.
Sharing
Um,
something of value.
yeah, that's what you would hope for from an interaction, that you go away, you gain something.
Yeah. I think that's a nice way of looking at it. I think that sometimes being in a dinner party, though, that could also be difficult, right? Like depending on who's at the table, right? Because the shared field of interest may be very small. Maybe it's a very conservative group. So there's like, it's different, but it's I think a very good skill to have in life, to be able to sit at any table and have an exchange and be able to middle. Difficult skill.
Yeah, difficult, just like any other skill, like how to make a fire, or how to like fix a transmission on a car. I mean, that's difficult too.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm guessing that you've been playing the TED Talk in the bottom left corner, because I'm not going to be able to see the entire show.
Yeah, I've just been playing it. Just been chilling out.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go on to this Charisma on Command video, which discusses the topic of small talk.
That's wild. It sucks that you can't see them.
Yeah, that's too bad. I don't know.
Is it still not refreshing at all? You're not
It
seeing
is, but
it?
it's just so behind. It's like minutes. It's like 5 minutes behind, 10 minutes behind. It's just like, well, that doesn't help at all. I don't know. I couldn't tell you why, but
Yeah, I'm very I'm perplexed as to why we would have these issues.
so according to this Charisma on Command video, I think they got everything right.
The how to make small talk with anyone?
Yeah, so they make some other points that I found really interesting. First of all, they say compliment.
Uh-huh.
There's 3 things you can compliment them on: their work, their energy, or a platonic compliment. Like, oh, those are nice earrings.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I really like your movie. Oh, your energy is just so magnetic, or what's the word that people use? Your energy is so infectious.
That's a nice one.
Infectious.
What happened?
Watsons?
I don't know. The monitor blacked out for a second.
Oh, because the HDMI came out?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. He's why.
Let me double check everything's in.
Yeah, make sure all the HDMIs are hooked up properly. I gotta get a snacky.
Okay, go get the snacky.
Why don't I finish
Grease
this list?
the wheels with a compliment.
So here is a mistake someone can make
Uh-huh.
in small talk. Now, I know you want some mistakes along the way, right?
I desperately want the mistakes.
Your compliment is too sexual.
Big mistake. Right off the top. Yeah.
Yeah. Or you make a compliment that you don't mean.
Yeah.
Now, this one's tough, because you want to, if someone's showing you their work, something they've worked really hard on,
Mm-hmm.
you want to say something nice. You want to say like, "Oh, I really like the drum part," or like, "Wow, the bass is really beefy." Like, there's a lot of nice things you could say, even if in your heart of hearts you're like, "Yeah, I would never listen to this," or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In my case, music, but I'm sure this is super true in like the film world and the TV world. And
I think there's definitely ways to do it. I mean, infamously on my mom, when she went to go eat food at my step grandmother's, who is not the best cook, she said that the food tasted clean, and everybody on that side of the family is always like, "Ha! Isn't that so funny? Oh my god, that's such a weird word to choose for food. That's not an adjective you'd use for food." But I'm like, low key, my mom is throwing shade, and she's saying that your shit is bland and dry, but she
That's
found
not true.
something nice to say within that, and she said clean tasting. And
Yeah.
I think that's very clever because
Yeah.
it was kind, but it was still throwing shade. But they were too white to see it, and that's sometimes what happens. But yeah,
So when you're making a compliment, you don't want to stay on the compliment for too long. Uh, I want to tell a very quick story that really illustrates this point. So I was at an improv concert at Zebulon in Los Angeles, California. Have you ever heard of that city?
what's a city?
Oh, that's a good point. Okay, well, we can go down that rabbit hole another time, but
Okay.
just trust me that what I'm saying is real.
There's a Zebulon in the nebulous in the Los Angeles city.
Yeah,
Got
just
it.
believe me that's true. So, it was like an improv show. Dustin Wong was playing
Okay.
guitar and he had some friends playing. It was
Very
great.
fun. Sounds very chill, very
And
cool.
we're all hanging out outside. There's like two groups of friends kind of clustering adjacent to each other. And this guy goes up to Dustin Wong and is complimenting him for way too long. Like
Ooh,
it was
cringe.
like very awkward and cringe and very like I did feel a little bad for him because I could tell he hadn't socialized in a while because of COVID. Like he was just
Aw.
all locked up and
Yeah,
but he like
that's very real.
the
That was a
here's
bit
the worst
much.
part though. So I was talking to Dustin at this point.
Uh-huh.
I was actually telling him about Shmoo TV and how I'd like to have him on as a musical guest,
Very fun.
because he's a fantastic musician and I've been a fan of his for a long time.
You showed me before, and I said yes, I like it too. And
Yeah.
I had to go listen.
But anyway, so his friend who's over complimenting him looks at me and he's like, "Right? Wasn't he so great? I mean, he does this thing and he does that thing." And I'm just like, "Oh my God, stop, dude." And Dustin felt so uncomfortable that he was like, "Excuse me, I just have to go say bye to those people," which he didn't need to. Like, if the conversation was good, of course he would have stayed. But this guy just absolutely threw a fucking bomb into, like, him and I were having a great conversation, and this guy was just like, "Hey, can I fuck up the vibe?" Basically. And then Dustin left me with Bomb Man, the bomb thrower, and he still kept going on, and I humored him for another 25 seconds, and then I had to walk away because I was like, "I'm sorry, you're now being selfish. You're now being like you're being indulgent. You want me to indulge in your bad social skills, and I'm only willing to do that for a certain amount of time before I'm like, okay, I don't know you. You haven't even introduced yourself to me. You haven't given me a good reason to even be interested to know you. You've just showcased like bad decorum all around."
Whereas I think I'm such a like I'm like sympathetic to I feel like, but I also end up giving up a lot of my time and energy
Exactly.
because I'm like, oh, I understand where you're at, and like, but there, oh my,
I have a boundary.
you have a hard boundary with that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I have a very weak, permeable boundary where I'm like,
Yeah.
everybody deserves my love and time. Let me hold space for everybody, but that doesn't actually like work for my energy all the time. It's actually not the smartest.
No, I don't want to be around vampire. Like he. Listen, I feel bad for him.
Yeah,
He seems like he's at the heart of it, a nice guy, but he also absolutely
wasn't
failed
reading the room,
at doing the correct things.
not
socially.
reading the room at all, taking up too
Oh,
much
and-
time.
His compliment went on too long. And so
Compliments
what
too much.
what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to transition smoothly and quickly into the second part of the conversation, which is, it reminds me of, then you could say the Beatles, or the time I went to Spain, or blah, blah, blah. Oh, you went to Spain? Now you're at sea. Now
What
you
if it
talk
doesn't
about
remind
Spain.
you of anything?
Sorry?
What if it doesn't remind you of anything?
You could say, I've never heard anything like it. Your originality, it reminds me of like it reminds me of is just one example of how to segue into the second part of the conversation.
I agree. I was just trying to throw you a curveball because I just wanted to pitch you a real fast one, see if you could catch
How
it.
did I do?
You did pretty good. You did good.
Thank you.
Not annoyed. You caught the ball.
I'm not annoyed after all.
You're not annoyed. You caught the social ball. I threw you a quick social ball and you caught it.
I caught it. Did I throw
You
it
caught
back?
it. You threw it right back.
Wow.
Pitched it right back. Good job.
Yeah, so that's what you're supposed to do. You can compliment, but don't stay on it too long unless they want to talk about themselves. Unless they're like,
Unless
yeah,
they're enjoying
yeah.
it. They're like, yeah, tell me more about me, baby.
Okay, the next point is lateral thinking to transition to something if the topic, sorry, this is worded all awkward.
You can you don't have to read it verbatim. You could just
No, I know. I know what I'm trying to say. There's like, what's the opposite of lateral thinking?
don't know.
What did I just ask?
The
I was looking
opposite of
for-
lateral thinking.
Yeah.
So it'd be direct. I don't know, because lateral is like using
medial?
indirect, right? I'm like, I'm too high. Don't say. I
Vertical?
don't know.
No, that's not. What's the three types of thinking? Lateral. Oh, okay. Divergent and convergent.
Linear?
Lateral, divergent, and convergent.
Lateral, divergent, convergent. Now we learned
Um,
something new or relearned something.
What is convergent thinking using logic? Here's a bunch of facts. Here's the answer. Whereas
Mm-hmm.
the question leads to other ideas. That's divergent. I'm more of a divergent thinker, I think. But anyway, who cares?
Who cares?
Um,
You know what I am? I'm a stinker thinker.
Yeah, I think. What's the point of lateral thinking? Lateral thinking is useful or useless. You use lateral thinking to transition to something else if the topic the other person brings up is boring. Oh, I
So
get
using
it.
something indirect, right? And like
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah,
sidestepping
Yeah.
the boring thing and being like,
exactly.
something that
That's
you
right.
said, something that you said was kind of boring, but there's a part in here that I could latch onto
got
and we
it.
move in this
You
different
got it.
direction.
That's exactly it. Thank you. Next one is people are not excited to answer mundane questions.
Yeah, they really aren't. I don't think so.
Where are you from? Mundane.
Yeah.
Okay, if you have a crib and it's like and you're like, here's a picture of my crib and the picture is just and like there's nothing impressive or like it's just mundane,
Mm-hmm.
maybe don't send that text. Maybe just like you could just invite the person over when you feel comfortable meeting them, and then maybe then they could just see your place instead of sending a photo. Do you see what I'm getting at? Like, why would someone do that?
Yeah, there's just like a sharing. It's like sharing. It's like the sharing of the pet photos and stuff like that, or talking about your animals
Exactly.
or your children without it
Yeah.
being brought up.
That's
You're-
what I mean. It's
you're
like,
just like,
my
here's this
house.
thing, and you're like, okay, well this
Okay.
the-
Don't really care.
it's
I don't
it's
know
a
you that
well. I'm
well.
like, well I'm glad that you have that in your life. That's tight. But if there's no lead up to
Reason
there's
or-
no
yeah,
there's no reason.
There you go.
It could be kind
one
of
thing. It would be one thing if there was like a poster, like here's a picture of my man cave, which is more specific than just house,
it is
right?
specific.
Man cave, and
I
then there's
still would-
a Pink Floyd poster, and then the other person's like, "Whoa, Floyd, bro, yeah." That's a back and forth. But if you're just like, here's a picture of my ex-wife, imagine that. Like, no one wants to see that shit. Oh, just to branch off that one, when someone tells you a story about like, well, my ex-wife and I went to blah blah blah, you don't need to mention ex-wife.
Yeah, you don't need to tell us that you went there with your ex-wife.
You don't. You can
Unless
just tell
it's
the
somehow
story.
pertinent to the story, like because she's an integral part of the story. You don't need to say that when I was
Exactly.
on vacation with my ex-wife. You could just say when I was on vacation.
Exactly right.
I think it's difficult for a lot of people though to live in the present and to like readjust that way. It's a communication thing. It's a
Yeah.
odd, stodgy.
Now, the only exception to when people are excited to answer your mundane questions is if they have a crush on you, or maybe they met you before and they're like, "Oh, I like this person," or maybe the way that you have the mundane conversation has like a humor to it, so it's silly, right? That's different.
But that's
Like when Tom Green goes, "Cheese sandwiches, sliced cheese sandwich." It's funny because it's so dumb.
yeah. But
He's making fun of the mundanity. Is that the word? Mundanity? Mundantatax?
Mundane titties. Mundanity. Mundanity? I don't think there's. I've never used the word that way. I don't know if we can.
Well,
Yeah, no, it's a different vibe, but you would need to be able to read the room and read the vibe to be able to do that and execute that, right? That's part of that social intelligence. But I mean, I think that, yeah, different communication styles. Not everybody is meant to be in the middle of the table.
no.
And not everybody knows how to get out of the bad convos. It's hard.
So asking why questions is a good method because it allows people to explore and discover a deeper level, get to know a person on a deeper layer quicker, kind of
Okay.
expedites. Like, why do you think this? Why did you move to France? Right? You're getting to a deeper question. Why is a deeper question? Ask a question that is fun to answer. Love that.
Fun question.
Fun questions. Because then conversations can go in wild directions. I love asking you goofy questions.
Yeah.
Do you not think?
I like that. I agree.
When
I thought you had a goofy question in your pocket that you're about to fucking throw out. I was ready to catch your goofy question ball, but you did not throw it.
No, I'm just commenting on how I ask you goofy questions often, and you like it.
Oh, I love goofy questions. I ask goofy questions all the time.
And I like it as well.
Yeah, I think it makes life it's fun.
Okay, another technique that this Charisma on Command video is recommending is mirroring. Repeat the last 1 to 3 words that they say back to them. However, you should stay true to your own voice and your own style. You don't need to like talk like them, or like, even if they're talking like this, you don't have to talk like this back, right?
But you could be like, oh, so what I should do in a conversation is mirror somebody where I repeat the last like 1 to 3 words, but use my own voice.
Adam Sandler's cool.
Adam Sandler is definitely interesting.
That's you responding to Adam Sandler's cool question mark?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now we can get to the do nots. Let's do more do nots.
Don'ts. I want to see more donuts.
So we're not talking about date focused. We're not talking about mate poaching. We're just talking about first time social interactions with a stranger.
Platonic.
Totally platonic.
Got it.
Do not discuss your child. This is meaning someone especially for the first time. Do not ask a question about how they like a city and this is more true the bigger the city. So if you live in Tokyo and you're like, how do you like Tokyo? Shut the fuck up. That's a ridiculous question. Tokyo's disgustingly big, and there's like a million.
It's very vague. It's a very open-ended question.
Yeah,
It's a lazy question. It's not
very easy.
it's not a bad question. It's a lazy question that puts the effort on the other person. You just lumped the whole conversation weight onto the
Yeah.
other person with
Yeah.
doing very minimal lifting of your own.
Yeah, exactly. It's bad.
It's lazy, for sure.
Next, ask generally, not just how their career is doing, but more broadly, how the field in which their career exists is doing. So do not ask a question like, how's music? How's comedy? If that was like, let's say you were a full-time stand-up comic, how's comedy?
No.
Have you seen Andrew Santino live? That would be a specific comedy question.
That's a specific comedy question. Have you ever been on the bill with Andrew Santino?
Yeah.
Right?
Have you ever come across this other LA comedian that you might have done a show with? You know, like whatever.
You don't even need to know anything about LA comedy, because you know what you could say. You could say, who's your
There
favorite
you
bill
go.
that you've ever been on?
Who's the funniest comedian in LA is totally
Yeah, like
acceptable.
who do you think is the funniest comedian in LA right now?
Totally acceptable. That gets a pass.
There
because-
was multiple questions that you could ask that are still comedy related without even having to know anything about
You
the
got it.
actual topic.
Totally.
And
Button.
yeah,
I'm getting an echo.
an echo.
It's gone away. It's gone away.
Oh,
But no, it's come back. Anyway, yeah, no, you're right. So
yeah, it's good ways to ask the question.
do not talk quietly. Do not mumble, especially if you're wearing a mask. This is true. And
Mhm.
especially if you're wearing a mask, you've had a couple drinks. And I'm sorry to say this, but if you have a thick accent, doesn't matter what country, it could be fucking Denmark, could be Poland, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is not like a race or color thing at all. But if you're talking quietly, you're mumbling, you've had a couple drinks, you're wearing a mask, and English is not your first language, whoo, that's going to be tough.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. So which is to say that if English is a second language, it might be hard to be bold and it might be hard to have confidence and talk not quietly, but I think it'll be better for everyone if you try to talk a little louder. What do you think about that?
I think that it takes a lot of guts to speak in another language when it's not your first language. So
Yeah.
I'm going to give anybody the English as a second language a pass.
Can I expand on this? Because I'm not necessarily talking about people who have only known English for 2 years. I'm talking about people that have lived in a country like America, Canada,
Mm-hmm.
whatever country it might be, and they've been there for like 30, 40 years.
Yeah. Still pass. I think they,
Maybe don't mumble. Is that too much to ask?
I think that those things don't help, but I think that it's very difficult to carry on a conversation in a language that you're not as fluent in.
I
And
know. That's why I only know one language, because I'm terrible at learning a new language. I'd like to make a poster board with Spanish words so I can learn more Spanish.
yeah,
But
it's very difficult, and I think
I know, but again, I'm not talking about me after speaking. Let's say I learned Spanish
Yeah.
and I've now spoken it for 4 months just with you.
uh-huh.
That I'm not counting that. I'm talking about someone who has been speaking English for 40 years.
Yeah.
They could have like a high paying job. This is not necessarily even a class thing. But if they have a couple drinks in them, all of a sudden they sound like they're from Texas, but like, Wales. Like Texas is like the trying to say like the thick accent of the UK, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
If you're from Wales, you've been living in the States for 40 years. You've had 2 drinks. You're wearing a mask. You're mumbling and you're talking quietly.
I mean, it's
That is really difficult.
yeah, no, totally. Like, that's obviously that's going to make communication difficult. But here's the thing with me is I'm pretty good at deciphering that. So once again, like
I am not.
I
am not.
you are not. This is a personal preference of yours. I
agree.
can totally. I also was a bartender for like 6 years, so I am fluent in drunk. I am fluent in mumble.
fair.
And
Yeah.
I like I can decipher through accents pretty well. So
I cannot.
like
Do you know how awkward it is to say something like, "Do you mind speaking up?" Do you know how fucking awkward? I don't want to say that to anybody. I don't want to tell anyone how to speak, right?
no, of course. Well, but it is difficult sometimes. Some people are quiet, some people are mumblers. It's good to speak up and be, clear and confident in your speech. But I also realize that, there's different reasons why people maybe don't have those skills, right? Not everybody is like neurotypical. Maybe the way that they
I'm not neurotypical.
like maybe the way that they communicate, like it's very, it isn't their first language, so they don't feel confident, or maybe they're a dry, dull person.
I got you. Can we look at this from another perspective?
Yeah, totally.
Because we know the lefty, like, we know that perspective. Feeling bad for the fucking downtrodden. We get it.
That's not even what I'm talking about, though. I love how you're just writing it off like that. You're like, that's not what I'm talking about.
Just hear me out.
Okay.
We're gonna go at it from a different angle.
Love it.
I'm going to imagine that I'm a person who is from. Let me pick something. Let's go with I'm trying to think of like a Slavic country that isn't Ukraine because I don't want to pick on them. Fuck, it's so hard to pick a country where like it's political. It's like, oh, I don't want to pick on them.
Czechoslovakia.
Which one?
Czechoslovakia.
It's just, but let's just go Czech Republic.
Oh, is it? Okay.
You're like out of date.
Out of date.
Okay.
I don't know my Eastern European countries.
That's totally fine. Czech Republic.
Belarus. There you go. There's a different one.
Fine. Belarus. Great. You're born in Belarus. You've been living in America for 40 years. You make 6 figures a year. You're like a totally competent person. But at office parties, you're just fucking awkward. Like you get drunk, and let's take the mask out of it. Fuck the mask. You get drunk, and your accent gets thicker when you get drunk, which is typical.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not unusual.
Yeah.
And in my own head, right? So I'm the guy. In my own head, I'm going, I don't care that this person can barely fucking understand me. I'm going to drunkenly mumble at them. And I'm aware, maybe I'm not even aware my accent gets thicker, but they're just going to have to like do the heavy lifting. And
yeah.
Oh, and then they signal with their body language that they're uncomfortable and they're really having to work overtime. And I'm still going to push the conversation knowing that. That's where it starts to get
yeah, that combo together.
Do you see what I'm getting at? It's the other side of selfishness. It's the other side of indulgence.
It's being indulgent. Like you don't care if the person. It's not reading the room. It's not a dance. You're just putting the conversation on somebody.
Like, let me say it this way. If I moved to Spain,
yes.
Okay, I lived in Spain for 40 years, and I knew that every time I got drunk and did shrooms and smoked weed, my fucking Spanish starts to get all wonky, and I know that, but I don't give a shit, and I'm just like
having a good time and partying.
Verbally diarrheaing over everyone, and they're just like, oh my god, Shmoo is like a lot right now. I don't even know what the fuck he's saying. Right? That's what we're saying to each other, right? That would be legit. They would be correct.
I'm not saying that it's not correct, but I'm just saying also some people just are. That is where they are. Like some people can still be enjoyable even when they're that character, depending on their like charisma level, right? And like how attractive they are.
Absolutely.
because of a hot person.
Oh wow!
If it was like if they were
wait,
if it was like
wait. Hold on. Now we're getting black pill, which I like.
oh my god, no.
You're saying if it's a hot person, then they can get away with more.
Yeah,
correct.
of course.
That is what.
If it was if this hot like Instagram model from Belarus, right, and she gets
Correct.
drunk
Correct.
and she's like really gorgeous and she's just like talking over everybody, whatever. Who cares? Some guy is totally like, I would still love to like go
That's
home with her.
because there's ulterior motives.
Yeah, of course.
So then like you're black pill, baby. You're
Oh
in
my
the club.
god, I'm
man.
not black pill. Shut
No, you're just too embarrassed to admit it. You that's a black pill argument.
Okay. I'm not denying. I'm not well versed in the black pill. I understand it's like kind of nihilist. I don't really know, but
No, you're what it is you're admitting that people who are classically better looking have advantages, and that is a fact.
yeah, no, the your desirability and your fuckability totally dictates like your access to resource in multiple ways. Yeah, it's peak capitalism, right? Like it's just it exists. Doesn't mean that it's like necessarily right, but more attractive people
the issue is that social media platforms are making something like the dating market hyper capitalist.
Oh yeah.
Like on fucking rat poison is where we're at, which is creating an incel epidemic, and it's also creating a situation in which the chads or the top 80% of men are getting like 10 to 20% of messages on Tinder or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think we've discussed that before.
Yeah,
But I think also like men aren't, a lot of men aren't trying to be more likable. That's my counterpoint.
You don't even have to counter both.
Both
There's
can be
a
true.
lot of phenomenons that are happening at once. It's not that simple. It's not like, oh, men are trying less hard, therefore blah. No. That's one element of like.
Oh no,
many,
there's plenty of moving pieces in there.
a lot of moving parts to this. Yeah.
Moving parts for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. But yeah. Hot, if people are hot people get away with a lot of stuff. People will put up with a lot more socially if somebody's like desirable and fuckable.
I personally get turned off if someone who's hot is rude. I'm just like, ugh. Like I immediately just it kills any desire, or like it kills the way I see the person.
Yeah, well, because then you see their like true inner.
Yeah,
I
don't like being condescended to or talked down to because generally speaking, hot people, chads, and I think Stacy is the term for the Chad woman.
The Chad woman. I love that.
Yeah, Stacy and Chad, they haven't had to work as hard as normies, which is like 80% of the dating pool, to develop a personality and to develop like chutzpah, if you will.
Yeah,
because right, and it's because they've been what's the word? They've been what am I trying to say? Overly dependent on their good looks, but that's not exact. They've been coasting.
Yeah, they've just been coasting. They don't even have to worry about it.
If you're good looking, you don't have to grow as a person. And obviously, this is a generalization. There's plenty of wonderful, hot people who are smart. And
yeah, no, they exist, but
it's very, very rare.
It's more rare. I think that being a little bit ugly will make you fucking funnier. I like to think that I'm coasting at just the right Goldilocks apex of like hot enough, but also ugly enough that I'm funny, but also fuckable. And I'm trying to just rocket ship the two together and just be the most funny, fuckable person ever.
There we go.
But, the only reason why I'm so funny is because I had to work through the awkward teenage phase multiple times over, and
I can't even look at photos of myself from 10 years ago because of how fucking dorky and awkward I look. I
mean,
cringe. I'm just like, oh, why did I wear that fedora? Oh, why did I grow my hair that way? Oh, why did I wear that shirt? I could go on and on,
do you
but
want to
like,
know that I also I also had a fedora phase. I just I it was like 16, 17, and I don't know where I found this fucking fedora, but I was already kind of a rockabilly kid, right? And I get this fucking fedora and I like make it my personality, right? Like I make it like my shtick. And
was it plaid?
huh?
Was it plaid?
No, it was like a mottled gray. No plaid. No plaid. Solid color. But my mom would just be like, "You got to take that fucking thing off, man. It looks fucking ugly." I was like trying to wear it to the dinner table. I'm like,
So okay, your mom is telling you your fedora is ugly. The reverse is true about me. My mom encouraged. She was like, she bought me the fedora and was like, "Could you wear this at this dinner party?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." Obviously, this is years ago. This
yeah,
is more than, let's see. I don't know. This is about. Hold on. Wait, I gotta think
your
about
mom's
this.
pro fedora, and my mom was anti
This is,
fedora.
this is like somewhere between 10 to 13 years ago, in that range. Um, yeah, and at the time I thought it was like I just had no sense of style and fashion. And my mom is like a fashionista. She knows a lot about fashion. So I
Yeah,
trusted her. But we were having lunch today and we were looking at old photos because Booby just passed away, and we're looking at photos in which she was present and alive. And we're just going through old photos, blah blah
right.
blah. So you know, I was like, "Mom, you did me dirty." She's like, "What? That fedora's nice." I'm like, "You did me dirty.
No, the fedora
That
was
fedora sucks, and you
that's
should know better.
yeah. She should
Shame
have known
on
better.
you. Shame on me for listening to my mom."
The one time that she's led you astray. Oh man. Yeah, the fedora my mom was ruthless, right? Like she would just be like just cold. Like I remember one time I was singing in the car and she pulled over to the side of the fucking road and was like, "Jesse, you got to knock that shit off. You're so fucking off key right now and I'm trying to drive. You got to just no. Whatever you think you're
Wow.
doing, you did not do it."
Wow.
And it was like, "Oh,
Oh wow,
super
that's
super gut wrenching."
that
But it,
sounds very gut wrenching.
Uh, but but my mom was also willing to celebrate all of my like achievements as well. So after that moment, I didn't sing in front of my mom for like 4 years, and I hid in my garage, which was like my like little jam practice space that my mom set up for me. And then she came into the garage one day, like, and I was singing, and she was just like, "What the fuck? That's great. When did you get good all of a sudden?" And then after that point, then I was like her personal jukebox. So it's like she was willing to celebrate in my success and when things are good, but it just like very like Simon Cowell, like that was like just like Gordon Ramsay, like that's like it's
Yeah, I mean,
dog shit.
my dad and your mom are similar in this regard.
It's like a weird tough love thing where they're just like, that's
Yeah.
dog shit. And then you're like, wow, that crushed my soul. But then like when you do something like well, they're like, great job. Attaboy. You did a good job.
Exactly.
We're proud of
Exactly.
you, kid. Knew you always had it in you. I love the crap out of you, kid.
Whereas maybe my mom is always lying to me. She's probably not, but like the idea that like, yeah, you're so good looking and you're so smart and you're so talented, and maybe in reality it's all just bullshit and she knows it too.
She's just like, you're the most handsomest, and mommy
Yeah.
mommy thinks that you're the smartest, funniest, most talented
Yeah,
guy ever.
exactly. Exactly. Um,
Well, that's where we that's family for you, right?
so before we get into medium talk, I'm gonna go get a snack. Could you check and make sure like the audio, everything is going through Twitch on your end?
Yeah, I'll do a little checky poo.
Yeah, do some checky poo. I'll be right
You
back.
go get a snack and then come right back. I'm gonna do a checky poo. Bummer that Shmoo cannot see the videos and we're having a little laggy. Oh, sick. Yay! Love it. Good story. I'm excited to go over this chart. I'm like, maybe I'll just send it to Shmoo. That way he could see it so he's not having to deal with it. Bop, bop, bop. Oh, wait. Bop, bop, bop. Do that. That's sick. I love that. That's a cool story. That's what's up. I love it. Boom. Yeah, let's text it to him as well. We got a fucking chart for you. Why is that stuck in my head? What the fuck is that? I have the VeggieTales theme song stuck in my head. That's fucked up. Broccoli, celery, gotta be VeggieTales. Honestly, VeggieTales was like not a bad part of the VBS vibe. I don't know anybody else that grew up in a uber Christian household, but VeggieTales. Yeah, I mean they're not like overtly like, even though they are very like Jesus based, you don't really like. The storylines are cute and it's fun. It gets you. It's great propaganda. I love VeggieTales. I love it. Bob the tomato, Larry the cucumber. It's pretty fucking cute. I'm hard pressed. I'm like not the most religious person now, but I love me some fucking VeggieTales. Oh my god, that would be so good. I 100% support it. I feel like that's what Jesus would have wanted, right? Start him young. I fuck with it. High key. Now I just kind of want to I want to listen to that motherfucking VeggieTales song. Larry Boy and the Rumor Weed, that shit's hilarious. It slaps. It's low-key, it slaps.
If you like to talk to tomatoes, if a squash can make you smile, if you like to waltz with potatoes, up and down the produce aisle. Excuse me. Have we got a show for you?
Hit it.
Broccoli, celery, gotta be. It's time for
Okay, but since we're talking about things from childhood, this was my favorite fucking game show as a kid, Legends of the Hidden Temple. Woo! This shit looks so fucking fun as a kid. Like, love that shit. Play. It involves like two things that I loved as a kid, which was like obstacle courses and fucking history. And I'm like, oh my god, this is my fucking shit. Check it out.
Watkins.
I'm telling them about fucking.
What's that?
Oh, it might be really loud. I was going over. I don't know how I got there. Oh, I had the VeggieTales song stuck in my head, and then I was talking about childhood memories, and then I brought up Legends of the Hidden Temple, which was my favorite game show as a kid. Just completely off topic.
Does the audio work?
Yeah. I just had to turn it down. I got really excited about the VeggieTales. VeggieTales is like a weird Christian like kids show with but using vegetables, anthropomorphic vegetables. Bob the tomato and Larry the cucumber, and they have all sorts of stories from the Bible, but they're vegetables acting it out, and they're all like CGI computer animation. Very, very wacky, very fun. Their theme song slaps. And then from there, I went on my childhood TV show tangent to Legends of the Hidden Temple. That's how we got here. How's your snack?
Good.
Good snacky. So because your view, so Jake, you said all that the sound was good. I did a little testy on my guy. Everything sounded good, was looking good. I don't know why yours is so far behind because mine wasn't. But
What do you mean? What do you mean mine was so far behind?
when you were looking at the stream, when we were watching the YouTube videos, it was very far behind.
Yeah.
When I'm watching it from mine, not.
Good.
But
right.
what I was saying is I sent you the chart so you could look at the chart on like through email since you won't be able to see it in real time.
Okay. That's fair. All right. Tell me if you agree with these 5 reasons to go out.
Hit me.
1, to find a mate, short or long term.
Okay.
2, transcendent experience.
Love it.
3, hang out with friends whose company you very much enjoy. 4, social advancement networking. 5, ego reasons or because the event is all about you.
What about obligations?
6, obligation, Rock. Yeah.
Because sometimes there's like obligations where you have to go out for a social reason.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that could be kind of in the networking one, but
Not necessarily.
not necessarily because it's a different vibe.
Yeah. Rock. Obligation rock.
Rock. Okay, I love this concept of Obrock.
You like it?
Mm-hmm. It's like I need you to show up. It's obligation, Rock. I just need you to pull up, be here. Support. Sweet though. I will cross the mountains for you. I will come and bring you the moon. I would go to your obligation rock show, even if I don't wanna go. Promise you, for you I will.
Do you want to do this dinner party disaster?
Dinner party disaster. I would love to. So we're gonna go back and forth choosing different guests for this dinner party. Is it a
Or who
dream
we
dinner
want at
party?
our table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was setting the scene of, is it a dream dinner party or is it a disaster?
Oh no, we want to choose the best people possible for our party, right? I thought.
Yes, that is the goal. But what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of people on this list that I don't think you would want at a dinner party. So that's why it's the dinner party disaster. The goal is to obviously have the best table,
Right.
but it's going to be difficult with the people that we have. There's some great people.
You know what'd be fun is if we chose bad people for each other or something.
Well, the way I was going to do it is we
Let's
just
do
do
your
one.
way.
We
Let's
do
do
it
your way.
one at a time. So
Let's choose our ideal tables.
well, we're gonna do it one at a time, so it's competitive.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
I get it.
All right. Well, it seemed like you weren't on board with it.
What are you talking about? I'm totally on board.
Okay. Do you want to start first, or do you want me to start first?
I think we have to flip a coin or something like that.
It's a good idea. Do you have a coin?
I have a Tums.
Yeah.
Do you have a coin?
No. Coin? I do not. We can rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors.
Winner picks first.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Rock. Wait,
pick-
hold on. We weren't going at the same time. Okay. How do we do it at the same time?
You call it out then.
Rock, paper. This might be too hard to do.
I think it's just because it's gonna be different on our side.
Yeah. Is that okay? Should we just should I just say it and then we just pull it out?
I'm like, you just go. I'll let you take first pick because I made the chart.
No. This has to be fair. I play games fairly.
Well, in my mind, I've already made the split. I made it. So
All right.
the way that offers up the fairness is that you get to get the first pick.
Okay.
In my mind. All right. So you get first pick.
I'm just looking at everyone to make sure I know everyone. Who's the old guy to the right of Jordan Peterson?
Noam Chomsky.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go with. This is a controversial choice, but I'm gonna go with it. Russell Brand.
And where are you putting him on your table?
I think I have to middle him. He's got to tie this shit together.
Russell Brand, middling.
Yeah.
So in this table setup that you see here, are we putting him on the top 3 or the bottom 3?
Of my table?
Uh-huh. The
Doesn't
whole
matter.
seating chart.
Yeah, I got it, but there's two middle seats.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter which side.
Okay. Well,
Does
I'm just
it?
asking.
Do you think it matters?
I think so. Yeah. Maybe
Really?
it does, because who you're going to put side to side next to somebody. But so since you didn't pick, I'm putting him on your top middle. And I'm going to. We also have to put ourselves where we want to be in the table.
Got it.
We are icons here as well.
Okay.
I'm going to start with Little Nas X.
I had a feeling that was going to be your first choice. And I thought about choosing Little Nas X, but I don't know enough about his is it he or is it they?
I'm not sure if what pronouns they use, but I think that they use he him. Good
Okay.
question.
I don't know his personality well enough to choose him first. So I'm happy that you got Little Nas X as your first choice.
Oh, no. Correction. They are asking for they them pronouns.
They them? Okay.
All right.
So
So
yeah,
cool. I have
Alright.
Little Nas X.
I don't know their personality well enough.
They are really good at trolling on the internet.
Uh-huh.
And I think that they would be very funny. And I think that they would add a lot. I think they would be a great middle because of their ability to be like funny and topical. And
I think
and
same is true about Russell Brand, right?
could be. Russell
Alright,
Brand's a
anyway.
little bit culty.
I know. He's still charismatic. Exactly. He's very charismatic and funny. Great for a middle.
Perfect. Okay. Second
right.
choice.
My second choice would be, oh my God, Bruce McCullough. Duh. I just realized he was even on there. I just realized that's Bruce. Brucio.
I know. There's a little
Brucio.
Brucio.
Brucio goes to the left of Russell Brand.
Got it. Yeah, I put people on here that we would want at a dinner table, but then also people where we're like, you know, there's a mix.
Now, when we choose ourselves, is that a choice?
Yeah, well, we have to be at this dinner party with them.
So can I put mine on now? I just want to make sure I'm playing by the rules.
Yeah, you can put yours on. You can put yours
Right.
on at any time. You could tell me where you
So
want to be at the table.
I got it. So put me to the right of Russell Brand.
Got it. So you want Bruce to the left,
Yeah.
and then
Russell in the middle, and then me on the right. Your turn.
I'm going to pick Dave
Dave who?
Foley. Dave
Oh.
Foley.
See, again, I didn't even realize that was Dave Foley. Yeah, take Dave. That's good. You can't. Bruce and Dave have to be separated.
Yeah.
It's only fair.
And then I'm going to put myself. I'm going to put myself at the head on the right, the little 2-person spot. I want to be in the corner.
I love your design, by the way.
Thank you. All right. You're up.
Across from me, I want Kevin Smith.
Ooh. Good table.
I got a good fucking table so
You got
far.
a good table brewing.
Very cohesive. Can you imagine Kevin Smith and Bruce McCullough and Russell Brand all just working off each other?
I would be very entertaining.
Yeah.
Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. See, here's the other thing is like I could pick this other person, but I'm like, I don't think I have to pick that person right away because I don't think that you're gonna pick them. So,
Who?
well, I don't want to give it away because then what if you take them?
Wasn't
It's
it
a
your
chess
turn?
game. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying there's a strategy, right? Where there's like, I was like, oh, I want to pick this person next, but I'm like, no, I should pick the one that I think that you're gonna pick, so I could get all the good people and hoard them at my table.
I'm trying to create a good vibe.
Trying to get a good vibe. So this one's hard because I kind of want LD at my table, but I don't know how good at the table he would actually be.
No, it would be difficult. He's difficult.
I feel like he's a difficult person.
Russell is fun, and then Bruce is gonna say some really quirky, weird shit that's gonna make me like piss my pants. And then Kevin Smith is just affable and he's just got a good vibe and he's got good story. Like he's just gonna be able to. You need a glue man.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith is a glue man.
I'm putting Dolly Parton across the table from Little Nas X.
There you go.
I like them both in the middle. I feel like they're both sweet. I feel like they're both interesting. Dolly Parton's funny. She's sassy.
My
They're
turn.
both going to wear great pink outfits in the center.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going Noam Chomsky. He's one of the most cited people of all time in the history of reading and writing.
Where do you want to put him?
He's like he should be head of the table.
To
One of the
the
heads.
like next to you? Or do you want him next to Kevin?
That's a good fucking question. Am I allowed to move them around when I want?
No.
No.
Plopping him, dropping.
You know what? I'm gonna put Noam Chomsky next to me because he's a quiet mumbler.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Noam Chomsky, boring, quiet, mumbly.
You need him close to you so you could actually hear what he's saying.
Because what he has to say is extremely high value content. The man is a genius. Sorry, I know Russell would probably love to like sit next to Noam Chomsky, but sorry, Russell.
You're like, no, I'm gonna.
You're gonna have to tell me where I'm at because I can't see what you're doing.
Ah, that makes sense. Well, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seats left to fill.
Oh, actually, you know what? Looks like maybe it's caught up on the twitchy poo. Are you doing something with layering?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you not? Thanks.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm getting my layer to pick mine out.
No, I know, but I'm looking at the chart and I'm also at the same time realizing that I can use my laptop because it's working now.
That's great.
Yeah, so do you mind if I just look at the thing and then you can do whatever you want?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. I'm happy so far.
Okay.
Did I tell you I like the design?
Yes. Yes, you mentioned that.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
just don't remember because I'm pretty high. I don't remember things like that.
I'm using Procreate.
I'm just happy that this shit is working. I'm only mere seconds behind like before.
That's awesome.
So it's good. It's working. Everything's working.
Hell yeah. Love that.
Whose turn is it?
Yours now, because I put Cardi B in between me and Little Nas X.
Okay. I want to put Larry David next to Bruce.
Okay.
I think that they would have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think that that's a good corner.
They're gonna have some very funny, wacky conversations and create a lot of like they can have some side banter that turns into a full table banter.
Mm.
You feel that vibration?
Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Mm. Psh, 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 psh.
Should we do an episode based on our board game? Roni Zamboni.
Roni Zamboni. I don't know. Yeah, it's a pretty fun game. Maybe I don't know if people are interested in becoming Drew Barrymore or having Gordon Ramsay compliment you, but those are some of the things that you can win in the game of Roni Zamboni. I'm gonna go with Jennifer Coolidge. She's hidden in here.
Yeah, show me where she is.
She played Stifler's mom. She always plays
right.
milfy, hot milfy mom characters.
Yeah.
She was in
Yeah.
White Lotus.
Oh, I love Jennifer Coolidge. It just took me a second to
And I'm
put the face to the name.
putting her across from Dave Foley, next to Dolly Parton right here.
I love that. That's
Because I feel like everybody at this table is gonna be fucking saucy and funny.
Yeah,
like-
you got a very cute table. I have like I mean, obviously your table is more feminine. Right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's-
our literally our tables right now. Yours is a sausage fucking fest. Yours is like, oh, a bunch of dudes sitting around jerking off, talking about life and politics. And mine is sparkly and
Right.
beautiful and fun. There is
Yeah.
laughter.
Right.
I'm not saying
I
that
don't
there's
want
not laughter at your table.
I don't want laughter. I want nihilism.
Yeah, you guys are all having a deep fucking conversation.
Yeah.
Boring. I'm joking. I love deep conversations too, but I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to have the best dinner party that I could possibly have.
All right. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
This is honestly where
This is where it starts dropping off. Where it's like, well, I don't want any of these fucking people at my table.
Yeah, this is where the rubber hits the road.
This is and it's like some people have to be on that table.
Okay. I know what I'm gonna do.
Pull the trigger, buddy.
I'm gonna do Jordan Peterson because, and I'm gonna make him sit across from Russell Brand, so next to Kevin Smith.
Okay. Poor Kevin.
The reason for that is because I know that Russell Brand would push him and ask really interesting questions, and him and Noam Chomsky would have a fascinating conversation in which Noam Chomsky would probably win, and it would be glorious.
I mean, that part does sound pretty cool.
But I think there would be some things that Jordan Peterson would push back on Noam Chomsky. Jordan would be right about like 18% of things, and it would be like, huh, wow, okay. And then Noam would be right about like the other 82%. And then Russell would be asking, you'd be interjecting with really fun like quips for them, like kind of like a middleman.
Yeah.
And then Bruce and LD are kibitzing, and then Kevin Smith is a glue man. He's keeping the vibes posy.
Yeah, he's very chill and posy. He's kind of grounding. He's the grounding energy in your table.
He's grounding, yeah.
Surprisingly, I feel like at my table, Dave Foley is grounding because he's like so silly, but he's kind of just like the odd man out. So he's kind of out of his element a little bit.
Yeah, he's just like a divorced dad.
Yeah. All right. I gotta pick someone for my table. I'm gonna go Whoopi Goldberg.
The whoopster?
The whoop. Just because I'm a big Star Trek fan. Love Sister Act. I'm gonna put her right there. Across from Cardi B. In the middle.
So I have 3 seats left.
Yes, correct.
Okay. My next choice is who's the is the blonde lady in the middle Pamela Anderson? It's hard for me to
No,
tell.
it's Tommy Lahren and then Elizabeth Holmes.
Oh, that's Tommy Lahren. Okay.
Tommy
Uh,
Lahren, J Lo, Elizabeth Holmes. It's that cluster in the center.
I'm thinking. I'm just gonna think out loud for a second. I
Go for
either
it.
want to put AOC next to Noam Chomsky, or I want to put Kanye next to LD. Right? Like a corner of chaos versus it's like a socialist like fucking uh think tank, a socialist think tank in the corner.
hmm
I'm gonna wow out and do what did I say?
Kanye next to LD.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna put Kanye next to LD. Yeah.
And I'm going to take AOC.
I think Kanye and Larry would have a really interesting dynamic,
Yeah, I could see that.
which is why I chose him there.
I think your table's already dry, so it needs something like more of a spark,
Yeah.
something with more of a spark in it. I'm just gonna put AOC right next to me.
I also may I add that your choices for this game were excellent. Good curation, good design, very good job buttons.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have 2 more chairs.
Yeah, you got 2 more chairs. One across from Brucio, and the one on the other side head of the table across from Kanye.
All right. I'm gonna go. You already taken AOC.
Would you like me to read off who all is available to you? Or can you see everybody?
um, is did you already take Cardi B?
Yeah, I already took Cardi B. She's long gone, baby.
There's Trump, Dinesh D'Souza, Ben Shapiro, Tommy Lauren, what's her face?
Elizabeth Holmes,
Elizabeth Holmes, J Lo.
Kim K.
Wait, is that J Lo or Kim?
Yeah, there's J Lo and Kim
And
K.
Kim K. Oh, I'll take Kim K.
You're gonna put her at the table with Kanye?
Oh my god, I'm
That's kinda
sorry.
fucked
Oh
up.
my god, I just had like a stoner brain fart. That's a sorry. Sorry everyone. No, I take that back. I'll take J Lo. I'll take J Lo.
J Lo.
Yeah. What are my options? Let's put J Lo next to Kanye.
I'm surprised you didn't take Sarah Silverman.
I don't think she's very funny.
Yeah, I don't think she's funny either. That's why I don't want her at my table.
I just think she's. I feel like she did have a period in time where I was like, okay, let me say it this way. I can't tell if my taste in humor has changed or if she used to be good and now I don't like her. And now her work is not as high quality or consistent as it used to be.
I mean,
I can't tell.
yeah, I don't
where
know.
I'm at,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, your choices are Hill Dog, Larry Elder, Sarah Silverman, J Lo. You went with J Lo. Yeah, that's the way you chose.
sorry, did you take Kim because I went with J Lo?
I
Where are we?
I haven't put J Lo in for you yet. Where do you want J Lo to go?
J Lo goes like I said next to Kanye.
Okay, across from Bruce. All right, and then for my table, I'm gonna take Kim for sure.
Yeah, you should take him.
She's the lesser of all the evils, and she's like cute. All the photos will be really cute, right? Like everybody at this table is gonna take a cute fucking photo. I know that.
So I only have one slot left.
Yeah, so you only have to pick like one person that you don't want it at the table. Where did it go? Where did it go? Kim K, where did
You know
it
what?
go?
It's honestly between Sarah Silverman and Hill Dog. Unless, can I actually? Can I have I have a counter argument to that
What?
might be of interest.
Okay.
It might be interesting to have Ben Shapiro at the same table as Noam Chomsky and like who else do I got? Russell Brand is also, well, fuck. I don't know what he is anymore. Yeah, Jordan, see, it would be like a tag team, Jordan Peterson and Ben Shapiro versus Noam Chomsky and Russell Brand or something, in terms of like more of like an intellectual discourse versus like the comedy situation that I got. Because Russell can play both ways.
Yeah.
Russell's smart enough, which is why he's an effective cult leader. He's smart and witty and funny and good look. He's basically like, you know, he's a top dog.
Yeah.
There's no avoiding it. So I'm considering Ben Shapiro because Hill Dog is just so stuffy and boring. But Sarah Silverman, she could be. I have to think about this. I really have to think about this. You know what? I'm gonna go with Sarah Silverman because I already have enough dudes that JLo and Sarah Silverman is like. That's a nice way to balance it out.
I feel like all the women that you picked are like you didn't pick any of the women at your table because you liked them. They were all picked at the table because they're like the tolerable.
Well, let's unpack that. JLo.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And
very mid though.
Okay, but I like a couple of her songs, and I grew up watching In Living Color when she was a fly girl, and you know, there's things to talk about.
I don't think it's the worst decision.
I would ask her about her time being a host. Well, not a host. Sorry, a judge. I would ask her about her time as being a judge on American Idol, and I would ask her what she thought of Randy Jackson and Simon Cowell. I think she was on with Simon Cowell. I think Simon was still on.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounds like you have enough. Your final pick is Sarah Silverman, though. Correct?
Yeah, my final pick is Sarah Silverman. Yeah, I pick the slightly unfunny hot Jewish princess over the Jewish dark prince of political commentary.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah. Who are you going with?
All right. Final pick for me. I mean,
Hill Dog?
See, no. I don't. It's hard.
You know what might be fun is if you pick Dinesh so that everyone can like dog on him.
He's already such a mouse. I know. I don't want everybody.
If he was the butt of the jokes, that
so
might
hard.
work.
I mean,
Dinesh is a really good example of a dumb intellectual because the guy is obviously like objectively smart in like a very classical sense,
right?
But let me say it this way. He structures thoughts on a high level, but the thoughts themselves are wrong and shitty or shitty.
Hi, monkey.
Hey, Squeaky.
Look how cute he is.
Do you concur with that?
I would agree. Yes. Wow, you're very cute. I don't know how to pick this last one. I'm like, I want to burn the last chair.
Listen, Hill Dog almost became the first female president. That's a big deal. She has a lot to say about a lot of things, even though she's a total war criminal.
Yeah, she's a big war criminal. I'm not trying to. I mean,
but when you're at that level, you have to make war criminal decisions sometimes.
I'm not. I kind of just want Elizabeth Holmes as a weird spicy take.
Go for it. It's your table.
It's my table, and I think that there's something very interesting about a woman who is able to defraud everybody like that. Like,
yeah, deceive on a mass scale.
Yeah. And I don't know, there's something weird.
Scalable fraud.
Yeah.
What's weird?
Her whole like demeanor and personality, and I don't know, I feel like she's kind of weird and evil and spicy, but she's not a war criminal.
Would you put your strap-on and go to town?
I
don't mean to put you on the spot.
But I don't know. I don't know about that one. Normally, I'm pretty like I know exactly where I stand on that, and I don't know. She's going to my table. She hasn't. I mean, she's not an active war criminal. She just was a fraudster.
I mean, people died on her count.
But people did die, huh?
People died, I think.
Did people die?
I mean, you could argue that people died on Hillary's watch.
Exactly.
I don't know. Yes.
Tommy, I don't think Tommy Lauren's responsible for anybody's death, but I definitely don't want her at my dinner table.
No, she's annoying and shrill.
Yeah.
You know what?
Maybe I put Larry Elder on my table.
I was just gonna say, like, Larry Elder is kind of autistic, and I feel like he would like bring up a bunch of statistics that were interesting. Where you're like, okay, I could see what you're saying.
I don't know. I'm putting him on the table because I don't think he's actively killed anybody yet or is responsible for anybody's death. Do I agree with his politics? No.
No. I have to say though, he is likable. I don't know what it is. Like, his politics suck, right? But there's something about him, like I think he's on. I don't want to say he's autistic.
Yeah, I don't think that's accurate, but
I think he is on the spectrum, and there's something about his spectrum-y charm, if you will, that I find appealing. Does that make sense?
I kind of see what you're trying to say, but I don't know if that really fits. There's something about his
Sorry, go ahead.
I think I'm just picking him because I find him the least unlikable, like out of the unlikable people that I have to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the lesser evil, but I'm not happy about it. That's for sure.
What I'm trying to do is the glass half full, right? I'm trying to show the optimistic, like what you would gain from Larry Elder.
From Larry Elder at my table.
Yes, his politics are a dumpster fire, but he's gonna say some stat that's like, okay, we can all fuck with that. All right, Larry. Okay, that was a good point, Larry. He's gonna say something.
He might.
I don't know. Maybe
I know you're trying to be very positive, and I'm just like,
here.
I don't know, man. I don't know how. I'm like, I don't know if I feel. I don't know. I don't even know how I feel about it. I'm like, do I put Dinesh there because Dinesh is like kind of a quiet beta guy?
Yeah. Oh, he's very quiet beta.
And with so many like bad bitches at the table and like dominant personalities, maybe he would just be quiet. You know what? You know how we were just saying earlier, one conversation can change your life?
Yeah.
Dinesh D'Souza at a table with Lil Nas X, Dolly Parton, Cardi B.
There you go.
Don't you think that somebody could teach that man a thing or two about pillows and decor?
I love that idea for you.
Dinesh D'Souza's coming to dinner. All right, this is a call in, not a call out, brother. You are invited to the table. We're gonna talk you out of that sunken place that you are in, and
Where
we're
you
gonna
make
get you some
shitty
new
movies
pillows.
about false
Yeah, we're gonna take you out of the sunken place,
flag.
and we're gonna take you out of the sunken place. We're gonna get your pillows all straightened out at your house.
Yeah.
It's a call in, brother. Dinesh D'Souza, you're coming to the dinner table. That's what I feel good about that. That's
How
how
do
we're
you
gonna
feel
end that.
Is Dinesh D'Souza a false flag operation?
TikTok Republican said it was. Sorry, I got distracted. The TikTok Republican said it was bigoted to judge his pillows.
Wait, where do you see TikTok Republican?
In the chat.
Really?
Yeah, JQ. In the chat.
Oh, I see. Oh, I thought there was someone named like that was their name. I'm like, what? TikTok Republican said it was bigoted to judge his pillows.
Yeah.
Wait, is that a joke or is that serious?
I think that was something that really happened.
That's what I can't tell. Is that real life? That actually happened? I don't know if I'm supposed to laugh or supposed to cry.
It's a funny haha.
Very
Very
serious. Wow. That is unbelievable that that's a real thing. Thank you, JQ Marsh, for informing us of this
Yeah.
mind-blowing thing that there are TikTok Republicans, and they actually believe that it is bigoted to judge Dinesh's interior design choices. Is that what I'm to make of this?
Yes. I'm like, no, baby, this is not. It's not like, judging somebody on the way they dress or they have their appearance if they like don't have means, right, is fucked up because that's classist, right? Not everybody can afford new clothing or certain type of home decor. But Dinesh D'Souza has the means. He's making this film. Like he can afford different pillows. It's a choice. It's a personal choice that he made, and it is one that shows that he lacks taste and style. And just because you have money does not mean that you have taste or style.
No, and there are a lot of celebrities who showcase their lack of taste and in terms of the house they choose to buy and the way they design the house. You're just like, oh god, it's just so gaudy.
You're like, it's like, why? It's just like, it doesn't even look good. It's like, oh, it's just for the show, right? But it's not even like, yeah.
I like Japanese styles of architecture and landscape.
Yeah, you like very
design.
minimalist, like natural, organic kind of flows.
Natural, organic. I want some palms. I want it to feel like a jungle. Like that's just what I like. I want it to feel that way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like both of our tables are very interesting tables that would like. I think that it would be a fun time. It'd be a good time. Both tables would have a good time, or maybe not everybody would have a good time, but I definitely think some interesting conversations would happen.
Oh, there's no fucking doubt.
Like
Those tables are stacked with that's why I said you did a good job curating this. Very well done. So smart, so witty, so funny, so thoughtful, so creative.
Didn't we talk about the over complimenting? Thank you. No, I love it.
I only spent 14 seconds.
No, I'm just joking. I liked it. I didn't want you to stop. That was a joke.
Well, now it's all spoiled.
It's not spoiled.
Yeah, it's spoiled. Because
No.
you spoiled rotten with my compliments. What is that face of judgment? What is this judgment
I
face?
have no judgment face for you.
That's a judgment face.
I'm not spoiled rotten.
What are you then?
I'm lightly pampered, and a tiny, soft little angel cherub. Look at us. How sweet we are. There's a squeaker. There's a buttons.
Uh-huh.
We're light. We're delicate. We're squishy.
You fluffy.
We're soft and fluffy. We're soft and fluffy. Cute and we're puffy. Soft and fluffy. Monkey's really enjoying sharing the chair with me right now. It's very sweet. Being a very sweet boy. So you grew up in Canada. This is completely unrelated to anything. Have you ever heard of Legends of the Hidden Temple? Are you aware of this game show that existed as a child?
I don't know what you're talking about. No.
No, you didn't. I didn't think you did because you were Canadian and you guys didn't have Nickelodeon up there.
Did you show the audience the thing?
Yeah, no, I brought it up. I was gonna explain fucking Legends of the Hidden Temple because it's the best game show combining obstacle course and history trivia, which as a kid were my two favorite fucking things. I was like, I love an obstacle course. I'm gonna show the little main theme,
Right.
and a little run through of the temple just to give everybody a little feel-a-rooski.
Right.
Doo-doo. It's got a really sick theme song too.
You were asking me about Canada, though? How? What?
I was asking if you ever heard of it.
No.
Because just because you weren't in, you didn't have Nickelodeon, maybe you had heard of it, through other people,
Any other questions about my upbringing or Canada or anything?
No, I just wanted to watch this video, so I was segueing into it.
That's what I just asked you about. I said, did you show the audience?
Yeah,
And you said
the
yeah.
audience, it's loaded right here, but I was going to start it. I don't want to start it. I don't want to talk over it.
Okay, I'm understanding why there's confusion.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Asking if while I was gone, have you already shown the video?
I only watched a tiny second of it. No.
Okay. So now we're going to watch more of it?
Yeah, well, we don't have to.
No, we can.
Yeah, we were just going to, we didn't get to watch like 2 seconds of it. So I brought it up, but I didn't actually get to show any of the video. So yes, I would like to show the video now.
Great. Let's do it.
Thank you. Oh, just the theme song. You gotta show the... Dang, this isn't even the right video. All right, never mind. Do you have any Canadian shows that were not in the available in the US that you remember as a child?
Yeah. Yes. One comes to mind right away.
Which one?
Royal Canadian Air Farce. Let me pull that up.
Like a little sketch comedy guy?
Yeah.
Give it to us.
Yeah, the intro is lit.
Yo, I'm like, wow, I see a lot of the schmoo-ness in this right here.
Really? From this show?
Yeah.
Can you imagine your name is Luba Goy? Jeez, that's a rough name. Luba Goy.
Luba
Rough
Goy.
name. They're a 4-piece as opposed to a 5-piece.
From Buckingham Palace, a special message from Her Majesty the Queen. As you may have heard, we at Buckingham Palace are experiencing a slight problem with mice. The truth is, this place has more rodents than a Law Society cocktail party. But we're doing our best to cope with this nasty situation.
What do you think of this so far?
It's all right.
Luba Goy's take on Queen Elizabeth. Is that right?
Yeah. It's cute. It's a little bit dry, but I like it.
It's a little bit hokey.
Yeah, it's like a little bit like
It's lame. It's like humor for 9-year-olds. This is why I can see why I watched this when I was 9.
well, yeah, totally, because it's like she smashed the little mousey.
Yeah.
Oh my
it's
goodness,
just
it's
too
so
on the nose.
wacky.
It's too on the nose.
Yeah,
I don't think I can do any more, to be honest.
but it was a cute. It's sometimes you have to go down memory lane.
I love that intro.
Yeah, no, that intro is very vaporwavy, very cool.
Love that shit.
Love that. Pew pew pew.
You want me to name other TV shows that we only got in Canada and you guys didn't get?
Yeah,
I got another one for you.
beautiful.
Ready or Not? You probably have to put in like Canadian TV show or whatever. Any full episodes?
Wow, it looks like there is. I don't know if there.
Or just play whatever
teen
you got.
drama. Pew, pew, pew. Wow, they're making another Top Gun movie?
Yeah, apparently Tom Cruise was very adamant about Val Kilmer being in it, insisting on Val Kilmer being on it,
Yeah.
desiring Val Kilmer to be in it, loving Val Kilmer to be.
Nice. Here's Ready or Not. Ready or Not. Love a teen drama.
God, look at my hat. My internet. Yeah, I could do with
What do you think of that intro?
Very 90s. Love it.
Like early 90s, though.
Very early 90s. Yeah, this is like 92 at the latest, right?
Yeah, at the latest.
Love that crayon font.
If I had to choose
Yeah.
somebody, I would probably really choose the guy with the slick back hair. I don't know his name. I like him all. Well, yeah, I guess I do.
Whispering softly, having a sleepover. What is happening?
I really like this guy at school. His name is Mark. Who is he? Well, he's in grade 7 now. And he's really
I will say something positive. This is a pretty accurate, really, right? Like a reenactment of a girly sleepover in grade 7. Would you say?
A lot of whispering.
Yeah, whispering about the boys you like.
Yeah, I think so.
You're not shouting it from the mountaintops yet.
No. I mean, there was a lot of like practice kissing at sleepovers that I went to.
Wow. You must have been so cute at sleepovers. Did you like sleepovers? No?
No, I would always get nervous and I'd get tummy aches and have to go home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't like I mean I had sleepovers, but I was a little anxious, nervous kid.
Oh,
So
I
I
didn't
would
notice about you, Buttons.
I would get tummy aches and I would get lonely for my mommy and I'd have to go home.
Really?
Yeah, until I was like by grade 7 I could have sleepovers normal.
Okay.
But
So by then, were they enjoyable for you?
yeah,
Yeah.
but never really been my thing. I didn't really like them. I'm like, I want to go to sleep in my bed, in my place. I don't want to play anymore. Everybody go home.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I really liked having sleepovers in high school because then we could play video games.
Yeah.
That was kind of a fun thing to do. Like, let's stay up all night and play this dorky game.
Yeah, that totally seems fun. I also
Yeah.
like when my older stepbrothers would like come in like visit because they
Yeah.
would stay up all night drinking Surge and playing video games, and I would watch. Very sick.
Yeah.
I enjoyed those.
You could still find Surge in certain parts of the country, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Man,
In the South.
I would love a Surge. I don't even drink soda, but I would have a Surge.
What's your
Me too.
problem? I don't have a problem. You have a problem. I don't know why you want one.
This sounds like this is like
That's
the
what I
first
want.
episode of the
I think I
show.
might need one.
Yeah.
This is the vibe I'm
Come on,
getting.
check it
Yeah,
out.
season 1, episode 1, teen drama.
Kill me? Yeah, exactly. It's like the pilot.
Favorite childhood game.
Think so? How about mine?
I like playing
These
Wolfenstein
are
3D
huge.
back on the
I know, I
PC,
hate them. They stick
killing
out.
Nazis. That
And
was
look
pretty
at
tight.
this.
I liked that
Really?
game.
Hairs
Did
under
that?
my left
Yeah,
pit.
Wolfenstein.
Black ones. Isn't that disgusting? No, it's
What else did I
wicked.
like as a kid?
At least you don't have
Resident
BO yet.
Evil. Resident Evil was way scary, but I liked watching my mom play it and my like older brothers play it. But too scary for me. I don't like things jumping out at me. I like Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. I just want to
Yeah.
play a little ocarina and be a tiny little chubby elf boy. I'm like, I don't want to do. I just want to be Link. I just want to run through Kokiri Forest. Like all the music in Legend of Zelda is like great too. Like da 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 da. Like all of them are bangers. They're all very good. Yeah. Oh my God, you have it on floppy. I love that.
I have what?
JQ said I have it on floppy still. I think in reference to Wolfenstein or Resident
Oh,
Evil,
wow.
one of those two games.
Okay,
Well,
Dad,
like
we're
the
asleep.
thing is that we actually played games on floppy. JQ is post floppy,
But he has it on floppy.
probably as like a
OG.
like what you have a mini disc? That's crazy, bro.
Amanda.
Didn't mini discs come out the year that JQ
Feel
was
you up?
born?
I don't know.
Monkey, what do you think about this topic?
Monkey, tell me. Monkey says, I don't care.
Where's Puggy?
Puggy's inside in the house,
Yeah.
living her puggy life.
Do they still sleep together?
No, they haven't slept together in many a moon.
Really?
Oh, hell yeah, that's dope. I found it at Goodwill. It's the OG copy, JQ says. That's dope. No, they've been sleeping separately. I spend time with the monkey boy up here in the chair. We have our little love cuddle fest. And then
Yeah.
me and Pudding stay in and sleep by ourselves. So he's been getting less harassment from the puggy.
Right.
And
That
more
makes
cuddly time.
Yeah. How how deep are we into the stream? What's the clock say?
217.
Oh, okay. Is there anything else you want to cover? Should we take a look at Epoch Times?
We could take a little look-see.
Yeah, why don't you lead this one?
See if there's anything worth discussing.
We are, after all, called the High Epoch Times.
It's true. That
Monkey's
is
being very
factual.
precious.
I know, right? What a wonderful addition to the stream. Look how cute he is. What a little squeaker.
Yeah.
Do you miss him?
Uh-huh. Do you think I miss you the most?
Me?
Yeah.
Maybe.
What's your
think so.
guess between you, Puggy, and Monkey?
I think me and I don't know. I feel like we're all very lovable, but I'm probably the most difficult one. So I don't know. I think we're all kind of equal. Maybe like me, Puggy,
That's-
Monkey, or me, and then the animals
Yeah.
are in a triangle like this. Like I'm at the top of the triangle, and then it's Puggy and Monkey.
No. No. Sorry. Can you put earmuffs on Monkey's ears?
Yeah.
It goes you, Puggy a close second, Monkey third.
It's okay.
I fucking love Monkey and I miss Monkey, but there's just something about Puggy where I just want to fucking eat her face, you know? Want to bite her face off.
Monkey's like a sweet house plant. He's just
Yeah.
very chill. She's got a very like intense energy. Where
Yeah,
it's like,
like
I love you. Ah!
yeah, I
It's
just want to
chaotic
hear
energy. It's very fun.
I want to hear her snort and like beg for food, you know, like
Yeah. I know we got to do the Puggy ASMR.
we you.
Yeah, me and Puggy.
Oh, okay. I thought I was somehow in this Arcade Fire Wii situation.
No, sir. You were not. I forgot to sign us in before.
Out of all the streams we've done, where do you think this stream lies? From our worst stream to our best stream.
I definitely like the chart. I would say
The chart's great. It's a fantastic chart.
I would say overall though, it was mid.
Mid.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Mid in terms of like cohesion and flow.
Don't agree there. Maybe flow, I agree with you, but cohesion, there's only really been two big
I guess you're
topics.
right. Yeah, I guess it's
And
cohesive.
actually, your topic and my topics were all connected anyway because it's all about conversation.
True. You're right. I guess it's just flow and funny.
Yeah, I agree with you. However, you've had 3 or 4 zingers. You always have 3 or 4 zingers at least, where like really funny.
Well, I'm glad that those ones come out. How do I?
Yeah.
It's very hard for me to log in while I'm talking. Struggling.
You're
so
just a
much.
chatty Cathy, you know.
Yeah, it's really too difficult for me. It's, this is a very fun, like experiment
hmm
because it's pushing me out of my comfort zone.
It's good. Yeah.
But it's it's like hard to multitask and still be funny and organic. So I think it's fun to get outside of that comfort zone, but I'll definitely be like very stoked when we get you back home in the pilot seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Like I'm like talking and I'm like, how do I even log in? How do we get in here? Why am I not just looking at what I need to look at?
What was the thing you said a minute ago? I got, I'm stoned, so I kind of forgot it, but you said something that was kind of striking about I don't even know.
I don't know either, man. Striking.
Yeah. Oh, because I said you're a chatty Cathy. And then what'd you say after that?
I'm high. It's very hard for me to backtrack. I don't.
Oh, right, I remember. And then you said that it's good that it's a challenge.
Yeah. It's good that it's a challenge. I think that oftentimes like that's where we get that point of growth, right? Was when we're challenged, even if it's like doesn't go well, right, or go like as expected,
Yeah.
right? It's still the process of going through it and then learning. Okay, like this doesn't work.
Yeah.
Something to be learned in everything, whether you see it as a success or a failure, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, is there anything worthwhile in the Epoch Times? What do you see? What do you got?
I was saying I couldn't get logged in. I couldn't figure out how to get logged in.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Oh well, I was stoned and I didn't gather that that's what you're.
Yeah, that's what
Sorry.
I was like, I'm looking at the Epoch Times. It says subscribe, and I'm like, we are subscribed. Where do I just click in and log in? I mean, it's supposed to be for older people, right? Like,
I thought you know the password though. You know
Yeah.
my email.
yeah, but I'm telling you, I'm not seeing where the login is. There's not like a sign in here. And I'm high. And I was saying I was trying to have the conversation with you, and I was struggling because I couldn't log in.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm like,
Yeah,
so
when
we're
I go to,
skipping
when
it.
I go to it on my end, it's normal. It just asks me if I want Canada or United States. That's it.
Okay, yeah. For some reason, I don't know why. The site I was on is not the Epoch Times. I don't know. I don't know what page I was on, but I just typed in Epoch Times. But we're here now.
Oh shit, you're there? You did it?
Yeah. I don't know. There was just something weird about the page I was on. I don't know. I'm high guying it.
Can I just say I immediately regret that I chose Canada over United States? It's so fucking boring. Alberta Premier Jason Kenney says he won't run an upcoming party. Woo! So exciting. All right, what do you got? Hit us. Entertain us. This is you're a world-class entertainer.
Hey, I'm scouring right now.
What do you got for health? What whack job shit
Israel
they got?
confirms first monkeypox case. Experts, monkeypox pandemic in Europe and North America may have ... You want to read about monkeypox?
Are they going to start mandating every single vaccine ever to come out starting now in Israel? Since it's basically a small island with, like you have to be fully vaccinated with the mRNA stuff
Huh.
so that you have to. The government demands that you are vaccinated for the safety of the country, right? So I imagine that like going forward, you're going to have
If they're like,
monkeypox mandate and then a fucking turkey pox mandate and then a Darwin duck pox mandate and then a Milo Yiannopoulos pox mandate and then on and on we go.
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. They're saying it's not a pandemic, nothing like the coronavirus.
Okay, well, for now.
I hear Biden has recurring monkey butt from crapping his pants.
That's what I need.
9 to 10 and at the Vatican in public. Maybe this is where monkeypox comes from. This is going to be how they play for power and hide jab deaths from breakthrough mutations coming.
Who said that?
End times now. 13 minutes ago. That's a comment fresh, hot off the press. I hear Biden has recurring monkey butt from crapping his pants. That sounds like that's not even an insult. That sounds like something that somebody would say, like a third grader says to you on the playground. Like, you have monkey butt because you poop your pants. And then you like run away, like, and go down a slide. Like, that's not.
You're really good at playing a little boy.
Yeah.
Can you do well, give me the rainbow. Give me everyone. I want all the kids in the class.
The little kid in the class was not a gendered child. You just saw him as a little boy. It was just a little child. Little girls can say you poop your pants and run away.
Okay. I'm not going to deny your gender.
Yeah, don't gender my child character. My child character will let you know its gender when it comes of age.
Yeah, there you go.
What a load of monkey poop, says Ramnet 2. Pew, pew, pew. Give me more, give me more, give me more. Oh, that's only comments. I love that monkey butt, though. The monkey poop. Biden's been pooping his pants. Biden's got poopy pants. That's what the Epoch Times readers have to say for us. Love this pensive hand-holding photo on this other monkeypox one. Just a little, might be monkeypox. Oh wow, there's some trash, homophobic trash on there. I
Uh-oh.
asked, but I haven't heard anybody say the term pudding packer in a very long time.
Oh, you okay? Got it. That's your analysis. I thought you were reading the thing. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm ready.
there's a comment on the article. Because I just went straight to the fucking comments. The article, but
Hit us with the pudding packer. Hit us.
furthermore, homosexual men with more than 500 sexual partners in quotation marks. And then it says that sounds like a lot of pudding packers to me. I have not heard a homosexual referred to as a pudding packer in a very long time. That
But what-
person,
What is that in reference to, though? I've lost the context about why he's now talking. Why this person is deciding to talk about 500. How
I have
many
no-
partners someone
I
has?
have no idea either. It's just it's the first comment when I go click on this article. That's why
About
there is no
monkeypox.
context that I see here.
I'm trying to connect dots here. Is it because the AIDS epidemic came from monkeys, and this is called
I think that's where it's getting in the monkeypox. It can become from touching infected person's lesions. So I think that's where it can be transmitted sexually.
people are trying to push like a
A
or this
very
person.
a very like homophobic AIDS
Yeah,
type
yeah.
of a thing. That
That's so.
Yeah, and I think that's where that's where that quote comes from.
Yeah,
I
that's
haven't seen anything that like dated and
It's pretty
homophobic.
dated. Yeah.
Like the terminology, right? It's like calling it weed reefer, right? I'm just like that's your age is showing here.
Can I just make a point about the Epoch Times? I'm noticing that underneath the Epoch Times it says truth and tradition.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me think about like traditionally, tradition is seen as like a conservative value. But tradition is also qigong, like these ancient fucking hippie Buddhist values, whatever genre that is, right? That's
Yeah,
also tradition. Like doing is it qigong or qigong?
qigong.
Qigong and then Tai Chi would be another tradition that they espouse.
Yeah,
So there's like this crossover of conservative traditional values with what we would call Eastern traditions. Is that fair?
uh-huh.
It's kind of a head fuck. It makes my brain pretzel a little bit because they're also anti Eastern countries such as China.
Yeah, no, it's very weird. It's like a weird fetishization and like I don't know. It's a weird cross. It feels like it's like a fake cover, right? I don't know. Very odd.
There's also like a light interest in L. Ron Hubbard and Scientology.
Yeah, there's that part too. It's a very interesting mix. Elon Musk calling for hardcore legal team made of street fighters. What? What's this about?
Is Elon hiring street goons to do his dirty work?
I have no idea. Elon Musk calling for hardcore legal team made of street fighters. Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk is assembling a hardcore legal team made of street fighters amid a series of quarrels with some of the most powerful people in the country. Tesla is building a hardcore litigation department where we directly initiate and execute lawsuits, said Musk in a May 20 tweet. The team will report directly to me. Musk's move comes at an intriguing time as the billionaire is entangled in a string of high-profile controversies, including his criticism of the Democratic Party and the Biden administration, his recent proposal to purchase Twitter, and a sexual harassment claim against the billionaire that Musk
Oh
made.
yeah. I heard about
Elon
this
Gate.
yesterday.
Wow, he called it Elon Gate?
He called his own thing a gate
Elon Gate. Yeah, he called it Elon Gate.
because what he made a pass at a stewardess on a private jet or something.
I don't know. I don't know what happened with that, but
Pull it up, producer.
I was like, I was going to try to get through the rest of the article, but what's...
Please pull it up, Madame Producer, please.
I'm doing it right now. accused of exposing himself to flight attendant.
Oh, it was just he just exposed.
Just exposed? Like, oh, he just exposed himself to the flight attendant.
Well, compared to sexual assault or harassment. Well, hold on, wait a minute. This is sexual harassment.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it is.
Compared to sexual assault
Yeah.
or making a pass like a butt grab would be an escalation. So, it's bad, but it's not as bad as other things.
Yeah, okay. It's
It's
very
bad.
true.
It's really bad. I don't want to downplay it. It's bad. What Louis C.K. did is terrible.
Yeah.
But hold on, the fact that Elon is claiming that it's not true and he didn't do it. That's where the water gets muddy, because then we have to dig into the story and figure out who's telling the truth, right?
Well,
Even have an opinion.
Well, I'm trying to. The day before, so JQ commented right here, and I'm about to get into the story. Right now.
Okay.
JQ commented the day before that dropped. He tweeted that, "Don't be surprised if they try and do a smear campaign on me." I assume this is because he knew this article was going to come out and he was going to try to get ahead of it to cast out. That's what JQ says. So a flight attendant for SpaceX and Elon Musk asked her to do more during a massage document show. The billionaire founder exposed his penis to her and offered to buy her a horse, according to claims in a declaration.
What?
After she reported...
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you think Elon Musk has a horse cock?
No.
Why do you think he whipped out his cock and then immediately after? Why do you think he whipped out his cock and then right after doing so, then offered a horse?
Because he's a dumb trick man. Like, he's like, Elon. I'm not surprised. Elon seems like the type that would try to like do some weird trade like that. Like, I see. Like, he's a man with power who doesn't care. Who just thought he could whip his dick out and would get at whatever he wanted. And he's like, I'll buy you a horse.
I for whatever reason I didn't connect that because I have a stupid man brain. But yeah, totally. So,
after she reported the incident to SpaceX, Musk's company paid her $250,000 as part of a severance agreement. Oh, she was a horse girl. So he was like, suck my dick, I'll get you a horse. You're into horses.
Man, that's so skeezy.
Just like, calm the fuck on. Ugh.
I don't like that because it's like he's crossing about. It's one thing if he, came up with an arrangement beforehand, like, it's one thing if he did sex stuff on his own jet, right? And like the steward, it might be uncomfortable for the pilots, it might be uncomfortable for the stewardesses,
right.
But he brought his own sex worker. They've already agreed on what they're doing. They've already agreed that she's going to get a horse and he's going to get his dick blown on the jet. Okay,
exactly, because that's the appropriate way to handle that. What he's doing is being an entitled fucking asshole and sexually harassing people who haven't consented to it.
Yeah, that's not cool. Not good. Bad.
Yeah, bad guy. But now that's why he's trying to get this whole team together. I want to see what the comments have to say.
For whatever reason, my fucking monitoring situation has gone backwards in time. I'm now back at the dinner disaster.
Oh yeah, I was switching that around.
It's still on the dinner disaster.
I know. I was switching around. I just said I switched it around.
Oh. Okay. My bad. Well, yeah.
Yeah. So he's trying to build up this giant team. I love how one of the comments, Rokill Bill, Elon creating a conservative version of the ACLU. Sweet baby Jesus, I feel like I died and woke up in heaven.
I just broke my pipe.
Oh no.
Damn it.
Yeah, the consent is a huge issue. You got to ask before you bring your cock out, for sure.
I got it. Yeah, I can't be thinking about cocks. I just broke a pipe. Damn it. I put the weed in, and then everything just slipped out of my hands, and it just all fell apart and went everywhere.
Damn.
I don't know what happened, man. It's too bad.
R.I.P. your pipe.
R.I.P. my pipe. Damn it.
That's sad. Should we have a moment of silence for your pipe and end the show? I'm like, it's sad. It's a sad moment.
This is like last episode where you didn't get your weed.
Yeah, there's been a lot of trials and tribulations. So, reality's a joke, though. It's fine.
Yeah, that sucks, bruh.
That does suck.
You want to end the show on me losing my pipe?
We want to come up back on a high note?
I don't know.
You know what? Let's take that frown from upside down. Let's turn it up. Let's get a little smile. Let's not end on a sour note. Let's whoop it up a little bit. We'll make a little bit of fun. We make a little bit of fun for the schmoo, so they'll not think about the sad pipey time.
But yeah, how?
I don't know yet.
Oh, you don't know yet. You're just buying time.
Strange news site. What strange news site? There was a fire segment with the alligator last time. What was the strange news website that you were on?
I don't remember.
You don't remember what it was called?
Just look up strange news in Google.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, bud.
Hey, pal.
Hey, pal.
Hey, my dude.
Hey, bro. You got a dart, eh? You got a dart? You got a dart? No, bro. Sorry. I don't got a dart, eh?
These are not very weird. These are like very mild. That's not weird. Give me real weird shit, baby.
Do you want to make up our own headlines? Let's try to out-weird each other. I'll make a headline, and then you try to out-weird that, and then
okay,
so on.
You go first.
Okay. Meth woman's... Wait. Woman with meth face. How do I say? I know what I want to say, but I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Meth-faced woman gets entire... No, then I'm saying face twice. Meth-faced woman gets eaten by an alligator.
JQ.
Huh?
Got you. I got the site. We got the weird news from UPI.
Oh, good.
Oh, but I had a weird one.
I know. I believe that. I believe you.
You believe that I was ready? Here it goes. Tennessee woman, 53.
Wait, did I even finish mine?
Oh, sorry.
Do you even know what I just said?
You didn't finish, or you were still trying to say face twice in it?
And yet you were going?
Well, because I had one ready. You were still working on yours.
Oh, so now you want to go first?
Yeah, since you didn't have one.
Okay. Well, we're just changing the rules then. Go for it.
Aw. I didn't mean to steamroll you. Do you want to workshop yours together?
Yeah, I would like some emotional support.
Okay.
So, I have a meth-faced woman.
Mm-hmm.
We have an alligator.
Okay.
The alligator eats like the parts of her face that have not been destroyed by the meth. The alligator eats the rest of it.
I would be more on board with this one, but I don't want to demonize users of drugs.
I don't either, but I do want an alligator to eat.
You could just have an alligator eating something without it being a meth face.
Fine. We're throwing meth face in the garbage, okay?
Yeah, I like that part of the workshop.
Okay. We're going to go with fentanyl-faced woman.
No attacking drug users.
Okay, I'll behave.
Yeah, I'm not going to support your joke over it. We have to make it.
Hey, I was joking about the joke with the fentanyl one. I wasn't serious.
Okay, well, I love you. Let's workshop an alligator. Do I love you?
If you loved me, you'd let me tell this fucked up joke.
No, because I love you, I can't let you tell the fucked up joke. Because I love you, I have to call you in and say, "Oh, I don't think we can do that here. No, we don't do that here."
All right. We'll do your clean cut comedy.
Yeah, yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. Okay. 4 Bob Saget impersonators get mowed down by cows in Indiana.
See, now I love that. There was still violence in there, but we're not attacking anybody for their use or
Yeah,
addiction.
but Bob Saget just died, so that's like, is that too soon?
Bob Saget would love a tasteless joke in his name in
Yeah.
honor.
Zach Lowe.
And I think that's why it was a perfect one. I think that was perfect. See, you were still able to make your violent joke, and it was okay.
I was still ableist. Be able to make the joke.
It's not how that word works, but I will give you some credit.
Able, Cain and ableism.
Cain and Abel.
Would you rather be caned or ableisted?
Well, don't threaten me with a good time. I'd get caned, baby.
Good answer.
Whips and chains.
All right. So what are we doing again?
We got some odd news. Oh, yeah. I was going to deliver my weird headline.
Go for it.
Tennessee woman, 53, delivers birth to a pickle.
Oh, that's really good.
And then it just, don't you want to read what the article said? Because obviously you can't give birth to a pickle, but they still wrote it in there as she gave birth to a pickle. So how did she get that pickle in her? She put a cucumber in her pussy and then it turns into a pickle? Did she get a seed in there? Like, you know, like when like you're a little kid and you think if you eat a watermelon seed, a watermelon might grow in your belly. You know, that kind of stuff.
Right.
I think
All right.
that's my,
I got one.
okay.
Urgent. Danny DeVito actually pregnant in real life.
Clicking. I'm clicking that clickbait right now. I'm like, I have to see this. It's just like in the movie. Oh wait, in the movie though, he doesn't get pregnant. It's Arnie that gets pregnant, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Love that.
And also that we're mixing up twins and Junior.
Yeah, we're mixing twins and Junior. We just scissor fucked twins
Yeah.
and Junior into one thing together.
I know.
I love
I did that on purpose. I wanted to make an obscure joke that no one would understand.
Well, I understood it.
You did.
'Cause I'm a little hipster too, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it hipster I guess it is kind of hipster to like be post like,
Be like,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
I
reference
know about
these
this thing that nobody cares about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so fucking whatever.com.
Yeah. Let's do I have another headline in the tank? No. No, I thought I had one more in the tank. I don't think I do. I didn't have another one.
I'm thinking.
Balenciaga's full destroyed sneakers listed for $18.50. Are you kidding me? Wow. Can you see it right now? What I'm showing on the screen?
Yeah. What is it? It looks like a moldy shoe.
Those are some Balenciagas that are priced at $18.50. It's very like Kanye, you know, Yeezys, like where it looks like it's completely destroyed.
Oh, I'm realizing that that's $1,850.
Yeah.
But when you say 1850, you have to clarify that you mean 1,000, right? As opposed to $18.50.
Yeah, but I think if I'm talking about something being priced that high, it'd be like obviously that I'm not talking about $18.15.
That's a good point.
Because also people would say like, I mean,
That's true.
the
But also
ant,
the shoe looks like shit, and $18.50 would be like still too much.
exactly. But actually, did you know that the way that you word it, the decimal point is and. So if you don't put the like, it doesn't cross over that. 1850.
Oh, is that right? Is that right?
That means I didn't put a decimal in there.
Oh. All right. So maybe you schooled me today.
Otherwise, it'd be $18.50.
Cents.
50 cents, yeah. But because I don't put that and in there, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's wild. They look like trash, obviously, but wow. What a weird world we live in. And the reality is a joke. It makes no sense here.
What a twisted, fucked up web of lies we have concocted. What a tangle! I was trying to go for what a tangled web we've weaved, but I did like an abstract version
You
of
did a
that.
very, like, it was very interpretive dancey.
Yeah, exactly.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Okay, now that we're done the show, how much
Yes.
better do you think the show is since the last time I asked you?
Better.
You had a finger up, like you were gonna say something.
Better. Yeah.
Oh, that's what you meant by
It's
up.
Yeah.
Do you think what are some things we could do to communicate to each other better so that we understand each other more efficiently? Since we have very different brains.
Yeah, very different brains, and I'm noticing that that there's like communication.
Yeah.
Do you have any suggestions?
Other than shitting a baby dragon out my butthole?
Yeah, I think if you shit a baby dragon out your butthole, that would probably help.
And then I have to lick it for good luck.
Well, I think, yeah, I don't know why you'd have to do that, but
Oh, you're going to judge me on that part of the joke. I see how it is.
well, ass to mouth.
Be
Hey,
thrown
I'm
to
down
the
with anal
wolves.
jokes, so when we get to ass to mouth, that's where I draw my personal line.
Throw me to the wolves.
If
why
it
don't
comes out of
you?
your butt and then you lick it, that's ass to mouth, baby, as far as I'm concerned.
Hey, I broke my pipe. I deserve some sympathy.
You have plenty of sympathy for
Okay.
me. I'm sorry about I was down for a moment of silence for the pipe. Do you want me to do like a little slow like soft hymnal like Amazing Grace?
Wrong vibe.
No?
No.
Yeah, see, I don't think you want that.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what vibe I want, and then we're gonna see if we can get there. This will be a good way to close out the show.
Try.
Okay, I want you to give me like smooth Anya new agey fucking new age.
Give me New Age.
Like synthy.
I don't have it in me.
No, okay, that, but like make every note shorter. Now make it even shorter. No, don't make it faster.
Well, I'm sorry. I got excited. Shorter.
Yeah. Oh, I know. To answer your question, this is something I've noticed. If I'm like, hey, I was gone, did you play this thing? And then it would help if you said, yes, I played the whole thing, or no, I just played 2 seconds of it and I had now I'm gonna play. Like being very clear, that's what helps.
Okay.
Talk to me like I am a moron that knows nothing.
Okay.
What why did it take you a second to say okay?
Because maybe you could also just go with the flow, man. Just hop in where the flow's at. Just hop into the surf, bro. Just drop into the surf. The water is flowing. Drop into the surf, bro.
No. Clear you got to be crystal clear. Same goes for me. I try to be as like clear as possible through my stoner but fumbly bumbly days.
I think also sometimes when we're smoking, I do give you an answer, and it's like you don't hear it, because
No,
sometimes
it's
there
not
are
that I don't.
answers.
No. It's not that I don't hear it. It's that what I'm hearing in your answer is different than what you're communicating.
Mm.
I'm hearing you say, no, I only played 2 seconds the video clip. No, sorry, it's the other way around. I'm hearing you say, yes, I've already played the video, which means to me, oh, okay, like you've probably played it for 3 minutes because I was gone for 3 minutes, right? But in actuality, you only played it for 14 seconds and you want to play the rest of it. Those are two different things. So being like really, really, really super duper, going out of your way to be as clear as possible will help us understand each other on a deep, spiritual, new age, Deepak Chopra type level.
Okay. I definitely think
Also, your laughs at this show have been very judgmental laughs from you.
judgment, and I'm getting critiqued on my laughs. Okay.
Yeah, your laughs are like, ha ha, idiot, ha ha.
Wow. Well, sometimes you say things that I'm laughing at.
Like, why would you say that, weirdo? Like, that's been the tone of your laughter towards me.
Oh, well, I'm sorry that that's how you feel. I feel like you've also, I think it would be helpful if I'm struggling to get something up. If you weren't as like snappy with what I'm doing. You're very like, this thing. When I've already expressed that it's difficult for me to be in the position that I'm in,
Yeah,
and to
that's fair.
multitask.
I mean, the thing is I don't know if you're doing that or not, because sometimes when we're getting stoned and you're like on a topic, you'll forget to do the thing, and I'm not sure. I guess I'm like helicopter daddying you or something.
Yeah, it's a little bit snappy, a little bit like
All right.
a little bit
Okay.
forceful, where it's like it makes the flow of the show awkward, because then it feels like I'm getting yelled at while I'm trying to
Okay.
do the thing that's already difficult for me.
That's fair. Fine. So I won't micromanage your abilities to access videos not quick enough, or however you say that.
Yeah, or just like, oh, look this up.
Yeah. And then what are you going to do in return for me?
Well, the thing that you just said about being clear with my communication.
Yeah.
And acting like when you come back to the screen, explaining to you exactly what's happened, instead of assuming that you know what I mean when I'm, saying I want to
'cause
play more of it.
Yeah, because there's like more than one meaning, like, and then I'm like, what? So you said yes, but we are like, and then I'm confused as to what's happening. Yeah. So
I think JQ brought up a good point too. It's like, after a while, you realize most people that watch Twitch expect delays here and there, so it's like us being on task and stuff like that.
yeah.
We're a weed smoking show where we're looking things up.
Yeah.
And chilling and having the conversation's important. So even if I am being a little bit chatty, like that's good, because I need to be chatty in order to get to the nuggets that are funny.
Yes, that is true.
So
You do
I
need
need
to
there
be
needs
chatty.
to be a lot of chat. So if it takes a little, I think maybe being a little bit
But sometimes
patient.
it's hard for me to get in a word edgewise.
That's
And
true.
then, so there's a balance.
Very true. At the beginning, I wasn't doing a lot of talking, which was another thing that I felt like didn't flow very well when you were just reading off of your notes. It wasn't organic, because you're just reading your notes that you had from earlier.
Hey, I'm not just reading notes.
I saw the notes and you were reading them.
You're not supposed to expose the fourth wall.
We're breaking down all the walls here.
Yeah, you're shattering that glass
I'm
ceiling.
shattering the ceilings and the walls. I'm she-hulking everything.
Do you feel like we've come to a good agreement?
I think that we've definitely discussed some things that I think could help us communicate more effectively and have a more positive stream. So I think
I
they're
didn't.
both very
I didn't
good.
think this was a negative stream.
I don't think it was a negative stream either. I'm just saying a better experience. I'm not saying this is
Oh
negative.
yeah,
I'm saying
yeah,
just better.
sure.
Improving. That way we can make things a little bit more streamless. That way we're just on the same
Seamless?
page.
A little more seamless.
What did I say? Streamless?
Streamless.
Oh, so I
Yeah.
was thinking about the stream. Yeah, seamless.
Yeah.
Streamless. No, stream full. Stream full.
You know, I like that we can have these conversations on the stream because I think we're setting a good example. We're showing people how to cooperate, showing people how to get along and how to hear each other and how to optimize what we do as individuals as well as a collective for the show. Those are all positive things.
Yeah, I think that it's important to be transparent.
I prefer being transparent because I don't want to like be one thing on screen and then like when we get off just like what was that? What are you doing? You know what I mean? I don't want to do that.
No, yeah, well, because then that's two different people, right?
Yeah,
then
I don't wanna live that-
we're being like fake.
Yeah, I don't want to live that life.
And I don't want to live a double life. I know it's Gemini season and I'm really excited about that, but it's not that's not the kind of duplicity that I want.
I hope it's not the kind of duplicity that you want because it's not the kind of multiplicity starring Michael Keaton that I want.
Yeah. No, I think it's good that we talk things out. It's good. It's a good
I
way
like
to
also talking about how you're more black pill than you're willing to admit because it's not cool to say so, even though you are black pill to a certain degree. You're not
I
all
don't, yeah,
the way.
I don't know what black pill means because I definitely don't. I feel like I don't agree with a lot of things. But
It's somewhat of a yeah, it's somewhat of a nihilistic view of how the world works with regards to like matching and mating and attraction and all that kind of stuff. That's one aspect of it.
uh-huh.
It's more so like the true reality. Everyone has their own true reality.
Right.
But you know, blue pill is more like be nice to people and like, you know, if everyone tries an X amount, then everyone's gonna be okay in the end. And again, I that's probably a total fucking like misrepresentation, but you get what I'm saying. Like, and then red pill is like I hate women, they all suck, or like
Yikes.
or like white people. You know, red pill gets a little
It's like the racist kind of right wing.
yeah, it gets a little misogynist and sexist, and black pill can be that way, but it's not in and of itself that way.
Huh. I don't know if I'm black pill. I think that
I think you have black pill views.
I think that I can like want things to be a certain way and have certain view, but also realize that we're living in a certain structure and system. Like as much as like I want to change those structures and systems, but I think it's also ignorant to act like they don't exist, right? Like there aren't.
Not only do they not exist, but they're affecting our day to day in these like very not only real but like astonishing maybe is a word I could use ways, big ways, changing your life in big ways. I don't think astonishing is the best word. Stupendous. It's like I'm searching for the right word.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's changing our day to day in I wish I had a thesaurus right now.
Oh my goodness, monkey. It's like, love me. I'm a monkey and I need a lot of love. I'm a monkey, an angel from above. I'm a monkey, I'm chunky and I'm cute. I am a monkey.
Profound. That's the word I want.
Yes.
It's affecting our lives on a day-to-day basis in a very profound way that we don't even understand. That's why I fucks with the black pill. Not all the way, but I definitely fucks with it. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I would. We
A
you know
little
what?
bit.
We definitely have to dive into what it means because I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna sign off on something that I don't know.
How about this? Our next episode, we'll focus on what is black pill. We don't even have to talk about if we're black pill or our own black pill viewpoints. We'll just talk about what is it?
What? Yeah,
What the hell is black pill?
yeah. What the hell? What is it? Yeah, I would like to know.
Why did you just wave?
There's a new person that just put little hearts in the chat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Wizard
Whoa.
Dolphin.
Oh, it's Wizard Dolphin. We know Wizard Dolphin. Remember I shouted out Wizard Dolphin the other day? I was like, there's 2 new followers of the
Oh, yeah.
show, and they
It was
have
Wizard.
really cool names, and Wizard Dolphin was one of them.
Yeah, Wizard Dolphin and Zombie Trash.
There you go. See?
Love it. Hell yeah. That's what I
All
was
right.
waving.
Well, it's fucking late where I am.
Yeah.
It's almost 2 a.m. where I am.
Dang, you burning the midnight oil, buddy.
How many hours do we do?
3 hours.
Oh, look at that. Really, like right on the dot?
3 hours and 5 minutes and some change.
Wow.
Yeah, we
All
did
right.
it.
Well, JQ's got a lot to work with, I think, maybe.
Maybe there's
or not.
there's a conversation and conflict resolution. Who knows?
Do you think we had more conflict resolution than conflict?
Yeah.
You do?
Conflict is very low.
The conflict was low.
But the resolution, I think, is like going to ripple outward in a
I
good way.
freaking hope so. Let's see what happens. I think you're already doing a wonderful job listening.
Thank
See, you're doing it right. That was wonderful.
I'm like,
yeah.
yes, I am listening right now.
And okay, so we know what we're doing next show, and I guess you want to sign off with the song.
Yeah. Let's hit him with the theme song.
Pass me a joint. Hold your heart. That is the point. Have you a puff? I'll take me a toke. It's the height of time.
I am covered.
How many shrimps do you give that song?
Out of 10?
Yeah, sure.
It's a 9 to 10 shrimp song for me.
Wow.
I love it.
Wow.
Every time I hear it, I like it more.
Really?
I think, but also I just really enjoy like a theme song, you know?
Yeah.
It's exciting. I'm like,
It's very much a dino adventure.
It's a very jungly, dino, sparkly adventure. It's very it's very like kids show, and I I appreciate it a lot. Shout out to Shmoo for recording, producing, mixing, making the lovely theme song that we have.
I really enjoyed working with you vocally. You're so freaking cute. Trying to nail those takes. Very lovable.
Difficult but lovable.
Yeah. All right, I got to get a broom and a freaking sweeper thing.
Yeah.
Picky uppy guy. What's that thing called?
Dustpan?
Thank you. See, I wasn't. It's like my brain is falling apart because it's late.
I know it's very
Broom and a
late.
dustpan.
All right. Signing out. Love y'all.
Do you love me though?
I do love you. I love you a lot.
Okay. Bye.
Give me the weed.